y'all? Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Real Queens Real Talk on a Sunday night with y'all favorite stress reliever. I hope everybody had good stressless week. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to ask everybody to please, if you got an extra prayer in your pocket, please give a prayer. Send a prayer up to my big sister. Y'all know her as Black Diamonds World, aka Miss Chocolate. To me, she is just my big sister, Miss Ann Pooh, and I love her so much. She's my little big sister. She's in the hospital right now, y'all. She had an accident on Friday night. She had a grease fire at her apartment, and she's got some injuries and some long little road to recovery ahead of her. But she is strong. My sister reacted quick. She got that fire extinguisher. She got it out, and I'm proud of her. I don't want to go into too deep talking about it because it'll get me emotional. But if hopefully she's watching and she don't doze off. But I do believe that she is in the chat, and the pain meds probably ain't kicked in just yet. But
yes, she in the chat.
Okay, we love you, big sis, and everybody praying for you. We hope you get better. You're gonna be strong, and girl, if you can overcome this, you can overcome anything. So y'all, please send up a big prayer for my big sister. I appreciate that. I would.
Amen.
Also, baby sis won't be joining us tonight. She's got some surgery of her own that she's getting tomorrow. Baby sis got to see the dentist, y'all. So y'all send some prayers in for baby sis, as well as Tai Mizzle won't be joining us tonight. He's got some work to do, as well as our other baby sis, Cola, won't be joining us tonight, y'all. I feel like we missing the family, but we gonna hold it down, y'all. We gonna hold it down. First, before we get into everything, mental health check-in. How's everybody doing?
Fine.
Everybody's doing good. I don't mean to come in here heavy like that, asking for prayers like that, but just want to check with everybody else.
My grandma
No, that's
going
what we
through it,
supposed to do.
But my grandma going through it. I told y'all last week, but the blessing is all my cousins are coming down, and I'm gonna see a lot of my cousins throughout the week. And so next week we're going down to San Diego, going to see some of my cousins. So that's the bright side of, the dark side.
Absolutely. You hate to get together under circumstances like that. It's always a blessing in disguise. You get to see family that you hadn't seen in forever, but at the same time, it's like, dang. And I'm guilty of that myself when, like, at my grandmother's funeral or my uncle's funeral, for instance, you see somebody, you're like, I'm gonna keep in contact, man. I hate we have to see each other like this, but we gonna keep in contact, whoop de whoop, yada yada yada. As some time goes on, and y'all don't see each other again until the next funeral. So the older I get, now that I hit 40, I understand how important it is to have family and to lean on the family that you have. Stuff that was so big so many years ago can be so small and minute right now, and different things that's going on in the world. But y'all, send some prayers up for Grandmama Sir Neale as well, too, y'all.
Amen.
Native Rob, is this an LGBT channel? This channel is open for anybody that wants to come. We don't look at race, creed, sexuality, none of that. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, because we all
LGBT mob over here.
Okay, we got a rep in here if you want to know. We damn sure got a rep in here. You
queer
know what
as fuck over here. Don't even
trip.
It's called peace.
We don't discriminate around here. We love you all. As long as you come up in here with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We good.
Right.
All of that. Y'all, tonight on the panel, we're going to get into this woman out of Texas, of all places. Why she got to put Texas on the map like this? She scammed the government out of $3.7 million in a PPP loan. We're going to talk about Stacey Dash, y'all. I love her from Clueless, and that's about it. She can kiss my ass on everything else. She wants to get her black card reinstated. We're going to talk about Uhaul Girls, a Uhaul Girl, fuck a city girl summer, okay? It's a Uhaul Girl summer out here. All-Star weekend long, goddamn it.
It's a Uhaul Girl winter. It was winter time.
Winter, period. Purr, and that's how we're lamb.
Purr.
We gonna get into that and to the Uhaul Girls and some other chick that did a GoFundMe because she done went down to the, I don't know if she was trying to be a Uhaul girl or city girl, but she got her ass down there and did a GoFundMe for it. We're gonna get into that. That's gonna be more in ratchet news. We're also going to get into Zaya Wade, y'all. Zaya Wade recently did an interview. I had a little flyer set up, and I meant to bring that up. That's okay. I'm going to get it together while we talking. We're going to get into Zaya Wade. Zaya Wade did an interview with Michelle Obama. It was for Women's History Month. From that interview, there's been a lot of controversy that have come from that with her being transgender. Is she too young? Are we sending the wrong message? Is society sending the wrong message? Are we to support her and whatnot? We're going to get into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Y'all already know it was some tea. Some tea that went on in the goddamn royal house. I'm going to call it the Royal White House. That's how I seen it because I was one of the people that was naive about the royal family. I'm not gonna lie. And then for our real talk topic tonight, we're going to be talking about polyamory and polygamy. We're going to be talking about the lifestyle, y'all. If this is something that were accepted in society, is this a lifestyle that you think you could get into? You know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily being in the nature of loving two individuals. Could you be in a relationship where you build financial wealth or historical wealth or generational wealth? That's what I'm looking for. Things like that of that nature. We're going to talk about the whole lifestyle and all of that, this, that, and the other. But before we start off with everything, we're going to get into some good Bigo news, some good Bigo gossip. Sunshine, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to you, my good friend.
Okay, so this week it's been kind of dry. It's really still about Nature Boy and Malia. She's been in the hospital and stuff like that, and she basically banned her family from coming to Nature Boy had her ban her family from coming to the hospital, and so nobody can get any information about her or anything like that. She left the hospital. She had to sign papers to leave the hospital because the doctors wasn't ready for her to leave the hospital, but she left anyway. So it's supposedly he's supposed to have her in the I call it something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some what they call them dang on things, them bed things.
Airbnb?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Yeah, I can think of it. But yeah. They supposed to have her, and he's supposed to have paid for her to be in one of them. But basically, she has banned her family from any information. He has had her do all that. Then like last week, y'all, I was on Bigo. And it was a live that he was doing, and basically he was like, he has so much control over her. And it was like he was more worried about the doctor. The doctor was in the room, and he was more worried about the doctor saying that if she had HIV, than if she than her health, which she doesn't have HIV from my understanding. But they said she had so many STDs in her. They said they had never seen that many STDs in one person. Like any STD that you can think of, she had. She had what else? And then he was screaming at the doctors, and the doctors could hear him. So doctors are trained for people copes, and stuff like that. So they knew that he was on the phone. So he was trying to get her to tell him to certain information, HIPAA stuff, that he could not, that the doctor basically read between the lines, and he wasn't giving any other information like that. So yeah, he lose people, but it seemed like when he lose people though, he gained 5 more for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like he'll lose one person, he'll gain 5 more. Then him and this one guy named Fluid used to ride for Nature Boy, but he didn't agree with everything Nature Boy stood on. They were still cool, but baby, let me tell y'all, he fell out, and that was the best fight ever on Bigo.
Oh yeah,
really?
That's that one from last week.
Fight ever on Bigo, like Fluid. Fluid from New York, or wherever Fluid from.
Every time you guys bring up his name, it sounds more and more like a cult. Like everybody's brainwashed.
Right.
You have to be brainwashed.
Yeah,
and if she has that many STDs, she's allegedly had sex with multiple men that gave her those STDs, and he's worried about HIV because he could have
Of all
transmitted
things, right?
or got but had
Right.
multiple that's awkward. That,
Right.
come on now, y'all.
Yep. Yeah. So, but it get deep. Yeah. If y'all go, because I know a lot of people are not on the app, but if y'all just type in Nature Boy name on YouTube,
don't do it. Don't
will
do
blow
it.
y'all mind. Like
I did it. Don't do it. I did it. I did it. And I blame Sunshine because she told me to do it, and I did it. And I was like, I spent the whole day. I was like, what? What? Oh no!
It will
was
blow y'all mind. Like,
it's better
but
than
I get to watch it in
CSI.
person.
It's called CSI Nature Boy edition.
Yeah, but the hospital thing had me like, I was crying, y'all. Like when he had her on there and she was on her, I was like literally crying. Like
why did he had her saying her results?
Yeah, like he was just like, cause it was like he was mentally abusing her while she was on the live trying to make her force the doctors to tell her health conditions. And no doctor is gonna tell you that stuff from that doctor ain't stupid.
What is that called? Is that HIPAA law? It was a HIPAA or something. I know that from something from basic.
That can't be right.
The only thing that made me get off was Miss 42 and Brandy. They was like you need to take a break, basically.
No,
were you obsessed
I was
in
that
shit?
Watching it.
In that shit.
I was in tears crying watching that. Like it was sad. It was so sad. But what else happened on there? It's this dude named King Greedy. I feel like King Greedy.
King Greedy. Okay.
I feel like he was kind of like, I don't want to say forced to be gay, but I feel like he was because of the people he was hanging around. But then I can't say that because it had to be in him still. But it's like it was like peer pressure. I feel
peer pressure.
Yeah, so he dates one of the what they call them twins, the Wynn twins. He dates one of them, and I don't care when anytime Greedy fights, Greedy get beat up. Like he should not even fight no more. Like
his whole name is Greedy. That's his
Greedy.
name.
Greedy.
And he's not even a big dude. He's skinny.
Yeah, he's
like
probably a good 120 maybe, 125 maybe. I think he say like 6'1" or 6'2", but he like anytime he fights, he gets beat up. I don't care what it is.
So is Bigo like the Maury of the world?
Different. Like since he started dating the Wynn twins, which they are trans, they are trans, but he's not the same. Like he's not the same Greedy that we met on Bigo like a few months ago, you know.
Yeah.
And then like now they jumped him. The Wynn twins jumped him along with this boy named K9. Girl, it be going down.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bigo. Okay, excuse me for saying this if I offend anybody, but Bigo sound ghetto as fuck.
It is.
I'm not going nowhere over there, nigga. I'm not fucking with none of y'all.
Bigo is the hood.
I left the hood. I know the hood.
Too now. You got this one lady that sis watch. What's her name? Talia. Am I saying her name?
Talia.
She is very, very nice, and just to hear her story, sis will have to like break her story down to everybody one day when she feel like, cause she knows more about her Brandy do, but she's repos, and I like it is dangerous for someone to do repos. Like that is a dangerous job. I think like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, she does. She worked night shift a couple of weeks ago, which sis Brandy could tell more about that. But she had a gun put to her head on live.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
That give me chills when I think about it. Still
on live. Yes.
On live.
Yes. On live. Yes.
Because she's repossessing somebody's car.
What did she do?
Well,
she put the boot on.
She put the boots on the car.
Yeah. She put the boots on the car. When you get a ticket, you know how you get a ticket and they put the boot on the car? That's what she does at nighttime. Outside of clubs when niggas been in there drinking. Yeah.
Does she do it by herself?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
well, yeah,
oh,
and her people on her
see,
big old live, which I guess is kind of a good thing too. I
Yeah.
mean, she got
it
a bunch of
is.
people that be watching her,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
dangerous. I wouldn't know. Okay, I don't
Yes.
want to be misogynistic or anything, but anybody, male or female, if you're going out there late at night like that, you should have a
Yeah.
partner with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A codeine, because somebody to have your back. Anybody want their car
Well, it
don't want their
sounds
car to be
like
repossessed.
from
Yeah.
what Twin tell us, the Popo don't be too far from her. Like
No,
they
they
have
don't.
eyes on her. So she, even in that situation, they showed up before anything could
Yeah, they
happen.
arrest the man and everything. Like, why he was
Yeah,
doing
they
it,
caught
he
him in the
got
act.
arrested. Yeah, they
Mhm.
caught him in the act. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
Yep.
crazy.
that's
Mhm.
scary. Fuck, that's crazy. That's scary as fuck. I don't want nobody to go through
Yeah.
that.
She
Yeah.
Doing
okay
your job.
though.
Yeah, she's
She handled
fine.
that like a champ.
Yeah, she did. She did. She did.
She needs to
And
get off Bigo and go on
it's just,
YouTube.
you said who?
She needs to get off Bigo and go on YouTube,
So,
because it would be more fruitful on YouTube.
Well, no,
I don't
she got
know.
a
She probably
following.
making a killing over there on Big.
Yeah, they making way. YouTube is paying chump change to what they over there making.
that's what a lot of people that are on Bigo says. Like, if you have the time to dedicate to Bigo,
Yeah.
you can make money on there. Me personally, I do not have 2 hours every day to dedicate to being on live on the computer entertaining people.
Well,
I
it's not
ain't
every
got
day.
time.
It's 15 days. 15 days. If you do 2 hours, 15 days, and you could break it down, you don't have to do 2 straight hours. You can do like you getting like I see people out in the morning, they getting ready for work or doing their makeup or doing their, on their ride to work or something like that. So people do work regular jobs and still do it. They just break it down. They do 30 minutes, 30 minutes increments, stuff like
But
that.
it has to be at least 2 hours throughout the day, though, right?
2
In
hours.
one
Yeah.
single
So
day?
it's if you do 15 days, 2 hours, they give you your hours for the month.
And what is that
Okay,
roundabout?
so-
What is it?
Right.
What's the percentage? What's the coin? What's that
It
roundabout?
depends on how you work. Like this one guy I follow is called Poppy, and he basically said like you network. It's networking. So basically you just passing beans to beans. So you have to find the right people to network, and they can make money on there. People making up to $24,000 a month on there.
But see, and this is just from what I see, an outsider scrolling through Bigo. You have to be either half naked or this like just from what I've seen. Either you got to be half naked or willing to get into it with people that'll draw in that attention, that'll have your lives and all of that popping. Because if you not, from what I've seen, I've only seen like there's one girl, I think her name was it Faith Squad? I think it was. I think I got introduced to her through Cola. Like her
she's on YouTube.
She was chill. Yeah, I've seen her on YouTube. I didn't know that she was over there too. But like her live was chill. It wasn't no drama in there. It wasn't nothing going on. Like them kind of lives, you know what I'm saying? I can get into.
Yeah,
but
Queen
like
Op and Shell. Yeah.
Yeah. Queen Op and Shell. Who is that?
So
one
they have like
that,
they have 6,000 to 5,000 in their live every time they go live.
Is that the girl that's the
they
prostitute?
Go live. Huh?
Is that the girl that's the prostitute?
No, child. Every time I think about her, I laugh because they got their son. Sunshine know about him, but I laugh at the little boy. How old is he? He be cussing.
He maybe
out.
6. He might be 6. I want to say he's 6.
He be
cussing his butt.
I mean, he sound like a grown man cussing.
Yeah, I've seen him. I know exactly who you talk about, and I got out of that just because if I'm gonna judge you down in a bad way, I don't need to be watching you. And I was judging her down just because that little boy had a mouth on him.
And he be cussing her and everything. Like I be like,
sounds about ghetto to me.
Baby, cuss smooth out.
Yeah, but it's not all ghetto over there. You got the twerk chef over there. I love her lives.
I love her too.
She is the bomb. She is the bomb.
She made me want to do Bigo.
You got the DJ, you got the trucker chef over there. She cool. She's from New Orleans and she's cool. It's different. You just got to find your niche on there. But the thing is about basically getting to know people and just networking. You get the network. It's even like now, just me being on there. People be begging me to come on a panel so they can throw me back beans and stuff. Like, because you support, it's basically a support thing, but you can make money over there. People make big money over there.
I'm gonna have to, I don't know. Send me some good people to watch and see.
You got to go through that. You have to go through that, find your own people though. Like, because even if you I find all different type of people that I like. I like the drama. I like the hood stuff sometimes. It's just it depends. Depends on how I feel that day.
That's Sunshine and Twin like Big O more than I do, but they have sent me some very good people to watch. I like Talia and I like Twerking Chef, and I like that guy that did those salmon croquettes that day too. And I can't watch it on that one screen. I have to swipe it. I can only watch it when all of that stuff is not on the screen. But I do like Big O. I'm starting to like it.
Brandy say that Queen Op and Shell as her guilty pleasure child. That little boy got a mouth on him, baby.
It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck.
She's gonna regret that. I don't care if it is for entertainment and money. She's gonna regret that when he get older.
When he get older, yeah, he's 6 years old. Like she told him one time, I think she was trying to do her makeup or something, and I heard somebody fussing, but I didn't know she was fussing with her damn child. Like me and my 8-year-old fuss, but it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Girl, please. You know what I'm saying? That nigga know his limits, and damn sure he know his words to choose them cautiously. But she said something, and he was like, man, bitch, shut up. And she was like, boy, bye, sit your goddamn ass down somewhere. Bitch, you sit down somewhere. I was like, is that a child that she's talking to? And the other one was over there laughing. And I'm like, whoa, now wait a minute. I can't sit and watch this. I can't watch that, because when I watch that, I feel like I'm okay with it. I'm condoning that. I can't give that no views. That's because that's not okay with me. That's not funny to me. That's not entertaining to me to sit up there and watch a child, baby. To me, 6 years old, you still got goddamn Similac on the back of your throat. You's a baby to me. And for you to have that grown vernacular like that, that baby been doing that.
Bigo sounds a lot like YouTube. Like you gotta choose your streets. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the ghetto part. Like y'all telling me, I'm like, I'm not participating in that. But like I would like to watch a twerking chef, because she's chefing and she's twerking. I would like to see.
You would like her.
I would like to see like the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do.
Over there. It is. It's fun over there.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the beans. I care about the fun, the social interacting. You know what I'm saying? And especially in this pandemic, getting to know each other, making friends across borders and lines.
Exactly.
So it sounds about like YouTube, but all that ghetto shit. And remember, they be acting for the camera. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't like that. I don't like
that.
Prostitute? What? Who's a prostitute?
What you say?
It might be something I don't know about. Queen Op. Is that what you
No, she's not a prostitute. No,
it's another one that's on there that's the prostitute. That's who I thought it was.
She called her it
was this one chick on there that was the prostitute girl, and she was on there talking about how she had just came from the clinic. She was saying how she had just came from the clinic, and I was like, "Oh Lord, why is this girl on here talking about?" How
she was saying that she had herpes and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe that is her then, girl. I was like, wait
Stop it,
baby.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that was her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I said, oh, hell no.
Oh, no. That's the shit YouTube would block. YouTube would block that shit. They would sanction you.
But the baby know. The baby know. He know that too.
He knows everything. He knows everything.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Wait.
terrible.
That little boy is grown. He is too goddamn grown, and he curses like he's a sailor. Like he just got off of work and he about to go grab him a beer or
He
something. That little
curses
boy
like
is grown.
he curses like his mama and his daddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think the daddy in the picture.
Well, any man she bring around, if she's that
Yeah,
fast,
and
I'm not
that's
gonna say
even
that P
worse.
word.
Yeah,
If
and
she's
then
that
you got
fast,
right. Then you got 21 bad bitch. She another one, y'all. She is a horrible, like she just like, oh my god, it's no words for her. Like she was in Atlanta last weekend and I think she screwed about 5 dudes while she was there.
No, ma'am.
Mhm.
What?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
She is a mess, but she's another one that has a big following too. She be having 2,000-3,000 in her live too. Like people, like
She
they
all
got
on
big
that.
support.
Girl,
They got
that's
big
not.
support. Yes. And then you got
So they making a lot of money.
TKO
clearly.
is the
Girl,
one.
You ain't
TKO is the
fucking for no
one that
reason. They gotta be making money.
did the PK, and he the Nature Boys women and brought her to his house.
I seen that.
Yeah. But
he had that nigga on that live looking like
speechless.
Is it my bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your bitch.
Yeah. Like he did that one. Like I think everybody was speechless.
That's when I started liking them. That was my first time seeing them, and I liked them.
Yeah.
Now I don't like them. But
yeah, I don't like him no more. Like he cool.
Yeah.
I don't look at him the same anymore because he does too much. And like he's a prime example when we get into talking about polygamy and stuff. He's a prime example that used the lifestyle to whore. That's what he does.
And I have to look at these women as well that hop from YouTube celebrity, YouTube hotep nigga, YouTube righteous nigga, left and right. They be hopping in between them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna say their name, but there are other men out there of that pro-African stuff that have been participating in these women jumping to and fro. I think they want to be chosen. I don't want to say that P word, that prostitute word, but they be hopping to and fro.
Nateri is who Cola's talking about. So Nateri is the one that TKO basically like had come to his house and basically he just basically pimped, like basically he took Nature Boy bitch. So
that was her name, girl. I get her so confused, girl. It's so many bitches.
Okay, so Velvet is the one that has a baby by him. Velvet. She's gone too now. She's on Big O telling her life story and stuff. I think the only thing that makes me mad about people with her is that they keep forgetting that she's a victim too.
Right.
She's a victim too, regardless of how she may sound or how strong she may look. She's still a victim, and she still is brainwashed a little bit. Like they are. Like I believe, don't they send them somewhere where people actually leave coats and stuff like that? Don't they have to get some type of
therapy or something? They need it.
There was a show like that. When there was a show like that, me and Baby Sis was just talking about that earlier. Escaping Polygamy.
Yes, I seen that one.
Exactly what I was talking about.
I seen it. It was on Lifetime. Yeah, it came on Lifetime. But yeah, but Nateri was trying to go back. Cola, she was trying to go back. And but she's not now, but she was trying to go back to Solar. So basically, women come over for the other guys, and Nature Boy get mad and basically make them live in his quarters. Yeah.
That is so
crazy.
Yes, it is crazy. Just me being the strong-minded woman that I am, I can't. And you never say I can't do this and this will never happen to me. But as long as there is breath in my body and a bone in my back, I can never put myself imagine being in a situation like that, especially for you to go into it. Now, what was Cola saying? Was she was 17 when she met him?
Yep.
You know, if you're young like that, your mind is young, you're vulnerable. Okay, I somewhat get that, maybe a little bit, but now to be grown and you're brainwashed from that. Like you said, there needs to be counseling. Like
so basically a lot what I have learned, because I have like been researching all this stuff with them. Basically, they are people like the young men and the young women, or people who didn't mostly like they're abandoned by family, they're running from something, you know, they was abused, the family don't love them, they feel, or they were raped, and you know, they have issues of their own. And so that's how he gets them.
Excuse me. This sounds exactly like how they recruit Ku Klux Klan members, men that are in jail, white men that get out of jail. They do that, and the Israelites, the Muslims do that as well. That men that get out of jail, they have nowhere to go. They recruit them. We're going to give you a place to stay, give you a home, but you have to follow this religion, this diocese, or anything like that. And if you go against it, we're going to throw you out. And then there's people on the streets that you can't deal with. So all of them do that. The cultists do it. The Ku Klux Klan does it. The Muslims do it. The Israelites do it. The gays do it. Don't get mad at me, gays out there. Yeah, they do it. If you need shelter, you need food, you need a religion. Those are the basic things any man need out of prison. Money, clothes on your back. If somebody provides that for you and you have to follow A, B, or C, most women, men out of prison that have nowhere to go will do it. These are psychological tools that people that abuse people apply. Just like a lot of these young women that are going to see Nature Boy, they are without fathers. They don't know how to conduct themselves and stuff like that. You know, that's why they're hopping from savior to savior, air quotes. They're savior to savior. You know what I'm saying? And you have to look at the whole, the technique of it, the skill, the pimpish, the player of it, shall I say. It's just the same pimp game, a hoe or a pimp. It's just a vulnerable person being led by a person that's wanting to command that vulnerable person.
Yep. So that's all I got this week on there.
Well, that was good. We sure enough appreciate that. We got some good tea, y'all. We're gonna be coming to y'all every week with the good Bigo tea, okay? If y'all got some good Bigo tea, y'all already know our email, RealQueensRealTalk@gmail.com. Y'all can hit us up and send us any good Bigo tea or anybody that y'all want us to get into. Or Sunshine is the Bigo queen, baby. Okay. Sunshine, we need to send
Sunshine some Bigo security. So she needs some Bigo security. We need to mega market her ass and give her some security all up in them streets.
Yes. Next up, y'all, some news updates. Stimulus checks have been approved, y'all. Some people have already gotten their stimulus. Baby sis got her stimulus already. I said, it's fine. I ain't even mad at a child. A lot of people have already gotten their stimulus. So if you haven't gotten yours just yet, it's coming very, very soon. Check them bank accounts because it's on the way. Another news update as well. The family of George Floyd's family won the settlement in their lawsuit of $27 million. $27 million. It was a unanimous approval by the city council. So thank God for that family. Thank God for that baby girl. No amount of money in the world is ever going to replace her losing her daddy. But at least, you know, they got some sort of comfort from knowing that the officer was wrong as hell. Now, if we can get some sort of verdict in the Breonna Taylor, I think that'll make us all happy as well. And that, you know, let that family get some rest and some sort of justice from that as well. That's just my little quotes on that. But moving right along into our topics tonight. First thing we're going to get into, let me share this screen with you guys. There was a woman out of Houston by the name of LaDonna Wiggins, 37-year-old from Cypress, Texas. She scammed the government for a $3.7 million PPP loan. Now, that's the loan that was given to businesses and business owners last year if you were at all affected by the whole COVID relief. I believe that's what it was. But she ended up scamming the government for $3.7 million. Now, some of the things that she purchased 2 homes, a $78,000 2020 Range Rover, $27,000 at Saks Fifth Avenue, $12,500 at Hermes, $64,000 at Chanel, $204,000 at a business in Houston, $688,000 for one home in Cyprus, and $248,000 for another home in Katy. Now, if she is convicted, she's facing charges of bank fraud, making a false statement to the bank, as well as money laundering. And if she is convicted, her ass could get up to 30 years in prison. Although I don't see her getting 30 years in prison. I do see her maybe getting a good 15 years out of that. But homegirl had her priorities all fucked up. Was that you that said that, Sir Neale? She had her priorities fucked up.
Priorities all fucked up. It hurt in a knot.
Okay, I'm gonna start with you, Sunshine. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
Do you think she needs to go to jail for this? That's my question to you guys. Do y'all think she needs to go?
You know what? I'm gonna say, you know what? I don't know, but I think she needs to go to jail. First, let me see if another race do it. If they don't send her to jail, then she don't need to go to jail. But as a
very true,
go to jail.
I agree on that.
She needs to go to jail. And she did exactly. And I hate to say it, you know, I'm pro-black. Y'all know this. I love my
say it.
And she did exactly what most black people do that is not used to money. Unnecessary shit. like no.
Exactly what I thought. No. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, so she need to take her ass to jail. Well, she did buy houses, but then you went to buy all that other shit and all that, right? Then they were at the door.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
They didn't show a face. But y'all better be packing up y'all stuff because the government, they gonna seize them houses. Them are not your houses.
They're gonna get this shit. Let me play this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to your thoughts on this. I'm gonna play this real quick.
Hi, looking for LaDonna Wiggins. My name's Myra with ABC 13.
Tuesday afternoon, we went to a home in Cyprus that court documents state 37-year-old LaDonna Wiggins purchased using money she received from the CARES Act. The document says Wiggins received about $3.7 million after submitting 2 PPP loan applications for businesses known as Wiggins and Grams Enterprises, LLC, and Pink Lady Line. The document states she used the funds to make lavish personal purchases, this home allegedly being one of them.
Hi, looking for LaDonna Wiggins.
She's like, oh shit.
She's not here.
When someone finally came to the door, I asked this woman about the allegations that Wiggins supposedly purchased 2 homes using federal funds meant for business use.
This house and apparently a house for her mom. Is that you?
No.
You're not her mother?
No.
The court documents go on to mention just how much money she spent and on what. Here's just a few listed in detail in these court documents. Over $78,000 on a 2020 Land Rover, over $25,000 at Saks Fifth Avenue, over $12,000 at Hermes, over $64,000 at Chanel, and $204,000 for a business in Houston, nearly $700,000 for a home in Cyprus, and over $248,000 for a home in Katy.
Is there a time that she will be coming home?
Actually, she hasn't called me today, so I'm not sure when she's coming.
And how are you related to her?
That doesn't.
We never got a straight answer from the person who opened the door. We did see her moments later get in an SUV and leave. Wiggins has been charged with bank fraud, making a false statement to a bank, and money laundering. She faces up to 30 years in federal prison. Mayra Moreno, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Damn. I gotta add something else though too, because it's like Tracy comment. Was it Tracy? And it's Tracy. Yeah, that's true. White collar crime is still white crime, but third time it will be way less than a black person doing the same crime that they do. So I just feel like, yeah, she needs to be in jail, but I want her to have the same benefits because she's not only black, she's not white people out here scamming on them PPA loans too, or whatever they call them. They scamming on them too. So this crime, everybody crime need to fit. Like if you're gonna give her 30 years, you need to give the white person 30 years too, but it's not gonna happen like that though. They're gonna get a slap on their hand and she's gonna do more time than they do. That's why we have to be careful and know, hey, you can't do the same thing that they I'm gonna be different from theirs. And she was stupid for getting $3.7 million. Like you just dumb.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Miss 42, what's your thoughts on it, boo?
Well, she's not the first one to steal some money through that PPE loan. The first time I heard about it was Carly Red. Her boyfriend he was probably the first person I even heard about it, and then found out about the loan because I don't even think I knew that it existed. But apparently he got a whole bunch of money from his trucking company. And it wasn't justified, I don't think. I don't think that he had the documentation to prove that he should have got all of that money. So I'm not surprised that she did it. I do think that she was stupid for being so damn greedy because you don't necessarily need 3.7 million. Like, I mean, that's how you get caught too. Being greedy like that gets you caught. So whatever she got coming to her is what she got coming to her. She gonna get what she got coming. But some people really did need that, So yeah, she gonna get what she got coming.
Like our cola. They could have gave our cola her 10,000.
Right. Come on now, that's the real business right there. While you passing down 3.7 milli, my sister could have used both of my sisters.
Give it up.
Yeah. And they ain't even greedy like that. You know what I'm saying? A couple thousand would have been just fine, and they'd have been good to that. Shoot. Sir Neale, did you have any other thoughts on it before we moved on to the next subject?
Yeah, I did.
Go ahead, boo.
All right, first of all, a crime is a crime. Anybody, black or white. You know what I'm saying? A crime is a crime. But what she did was fucked up her own money. If you're going to be a criminal, you got to be smart with it. That's one thing my daddy taught me. To always keep a handkerchief, keep a wallet, and a watch. And don't do no crimes that you can't get away with. Okay?
Come on now.
So I'm not going to go buy no big-ass house. I'm going to buy an apartment complex in the motherfucking ghetto. Okay? I'm going to keep my money somewhere. I'm not telling on myself because I'm not going to do these crimes. Okay? This is no allegedly. I'm not doing these things. But I would have been so smart with that money. I'm not going to no Chanel, no Hermes. I'm not going to have no ticket. I'm still shopping at Ross, DD's, whatever, Polywog, shop, whatever. What you want, you wouldn't know. And another thing is, besides her being a criminal and taking advantage, the government fucked up too. They wasn't checking their motherfucking receipts either.
That's right.
So we need to be smart with it. Just like I said, don't be a dumbass criminal. You need to get your papers and make that shit flip. You're not gonna give me even $10,000 and expect me to return it. If I find your wallet, I'll return it with the cash in it. But if a motherfucking government give me $10,000, oops, your fault.
They're gonna have to figure it out. They have to.
Exactly. And then not only that.
$10,000 is the minimum. That's remember, she got 3 million some odd. She bought houses. She went to Hermes and Chanel. That was another stupid point. Why are you going to? You know you're going to be back to broke within 6 months. You can't keep this up. You're spending your yearly earnings within a year span. It makes no sense. That's why how niggas don't have no money. That's what Sunshine wanted to say, but she couldn't say. She said black people, but don't give these niggas money because niggas don't know how to act with money. Niggas don't know. They just want to buy everything and be flashy and shit. Fuck that. I'm wearing white shoes, blue jeans, and t-shirts for the rest of my life if I reach a million.
Right.
I know that's right. Do they know what kind of business they said it was that she had?
Right. No, and Tracy said she works for a PP loan. So Tracy, are y'all seeing a lot of people get caught up in this? Like, are they coming down on a lot of people? And how the heck did she get away with getting $3.7 million?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, what sort of documentation because I can't just go up in the
No, they're
bank and
just
be like,
rushing things through. They're rushing things through. Remember, they did this with the EDD. What 4 episodes ago we spoke about it. They cracked down on everybody in California for the unemployment fraud. So it's easy now than it was before because they're just rushing through via the pandemic and everybody being out of work. So they're just rushing through paperwork. They're not dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Shall we say?
Drop the link.
So that's why it's so fucking easy.
I'm putting it in right now.
Because I want to know this.
Explain that to us, right? Because I can't just walk into the bank right now, into my bank, Velocity Bank, be like, yeah, I'm gonna need a good.
No, you can do it online.
For Auntie MoMo LLC, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to see no paperwork and that. Just trust me. Just go to my channel and you can see I'm legit. You know what I'm saying?
Auntie MoMo is all online. It's all online. They're scammers. It's online. You can go to Google. You can go Google a deed to a house.
But she should have known, though. She should have known that was gonna come back on her. $3.7 million. You black? You think they look into that?
You think it wasn't okay?
First thing they said was, "What is your job history, baby girl?"
I can't believe they gave it to her.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey.
Okay, so
welcome. Don't explain this fraud shit to us, girl.
I do loans. I do loan paperwork all day. Like that's what has probably been the last, I would say like 7 or 8 months. Is literally they designated. So I normally just process payrolls, but I would say the last 7 or 8 months. They moved us over to the loan team because it's so much. So when the PPP loan first came out, the way the government wrote it was they said, we're going to give, I think it was $8 billion, and we're going to put it in this fund. And for you to get the loan, all you do is you go to your bank, you say, here's my last year's worth of payrolls. Here's my last year's worth of mortgage payments. Here's my last year's worth of everything that you had to do. And it wasn't like a true document you needed. It was literally just fill out this one form. Tell us what this is. We will underwrite you for however much that was for the cost of the year. You have 24 weeks and it should keep you afloat. And then after the 24 weeks, you need to come back, provide us proof, and then we will determine whether or not the loan was substantiated or you can get it and not have to pay it back and things like that. So initially, you didn't have to really give them anything. You just said, this is what it is. You signed off on it, and then you go back. If a lot of people were going through their bank, and because they use that bank for their business, the bank was like, yeah, we know what comes in and out of your bank account. Cool, well, do it. But you can go to any bank. And because it wasn't the bank's money, they didn't care. They were just approving anything people sent in. So what was happening was the 26 weeks later, when you were then needed the documentation to prove what you wrote down, people were trying to fudge the numbers and just like come up with these sheets. And then the government cracked down and said, no, we need it from either your payroll provider or we need it through the QuickBooks software that you use. Like we need actual documentation, not just you write it down on a piece of paper. So that is how they started catching people in the fraudulent loans. So initially, yeah, they would give you the money, no problem. They would just, I had a company who literally processed payroll every 2 weeks for like, let's say $15,000. That was their payroll. It was only like 8 people. They got a $6 million loan. You don't do $6 million. You don't do $6 million worth of business in a year. Why would you get a $6 million loan? Oh, because they wanted to do all these other things with the money. They wanted to like do maintenance to their building. They wanted to do all these things. And they just gave them the money. And then they came back and needed to prove that they actually did it. They had no proof. And then they now owe the government all this money. And at one point they were saying, oh, we're not going to come after you for the money. Like we're not going to prosecute you. You're just going to have to pay the money back. Well, that sounded great until people were getting $1 million loans and then they weren't paying the government back. So they were like, okay, well, that's not going to work. So we are going to actually start prosecuting. If you fudge the numbers to be over $10,000 more than what you were actually owed, yes, we're going to start coming after you. So initially to get the loan, it was easy. You literally, it was 2 sheets of paper you filled out and signed. And it was just like, okay, cool. Like there was nothing. We was like, so y'all just approving? Oh, okay. So it was that checks and balance where the government, they had no hand in it. Like, although the government gave them the money, there was nothing reporting back to them to say that, yes, it was credible or not. It literally went through whatever financial institution approved you. And they didn't care because it wasn't their money. So it was this thing where the bank didn't care because they're not funding it. They don't care. The government would just pay it back. So it was one of those things where nobody cared until it came time to pay the piper. And then everybody came back and was like, oh, wait. Because I had
that's just like that them when people were coming up with them fake companies, because people was making fake LLCs to get them loans too when the pandemic first hit.
Oh yeah, and then if your LLC, let's say when you did it, if your LLC was less than a year old, if you had been open for less than a year, what they did was say, okay, estimate what you think your business would be worth or what your business would make.
No
and
way.
It was just an estimated guess. They were letting them put down anything that they wanted. And if the bank, let's say you took the paperwork to one bank and they said, no, you can take that same bank to another paperwork. And I'm like, sure, no problem.
They were doing it here where I'm at. And they was like making business like within the same week and was getting them loans.
Oh yeah, because the loan paperwork was literally 2 pages. I was like, oh, anybody could do it. But it then fell back when the 24 weeks was over, and they was like, okay, now you need to provide us all this proof and documentation, and people are unable to do that.
Wow.
So it was like up front, people was just getting millions, and they was like loving it. And then the proof came, and then we started getting like subpoenas, and they were like, no, we need. I was like, oh crap. I was like, oh, well, this is going over to legal. And then I literally was sending legal probably about 5 or 6 emails a day with where we had got a subpoena that said, okay, no, they're telling us this, we don't believe this, and we need like legal proof from you that they can't edit or fudge that says these numbers. And I was like, okay, well, off to our legal department, because once an attorney gets involved, like I can't help you anymore. So it was like, oh well, and I was sending them maybe like 5 or 6 emails a day. Like they're going to go after these other people. And so I was like, so yeah, no, getting the loan, super easy. If you had a bank who didn't care or you was friends with a teller, they would sign off on anything.
Dang.
Anything.
That's crazy. It's crazy how it is so easy to scam the damn government. It's so easy, but hard-working folk like us, hell, give a bitch $50 in food stamps.
Right.
I can't get that.
Right.
And it was sad.
Tracy. Thank you.
Yeah, it was sad because like I had little companies, like little businesses, like let's say you had like 5 employees. Those companies, because they couldn't get their paperwork done in time, or they couldn't like really truly figure out their numbers, by the time they applied, all the money was gone. So it was like, it did the little small businesses because they were trying to be ethical. They were trying to do things the right way. And, because they didn't want to end up owing the government money. They were trying to be legit about it. So they all ended up getting screwed. The little guy got screwed so much. So, yeah, that was my fun time at work.
Well, thank you for coming out and explaining that.
Yes, thank you for coming up, Tracy. We appreciate you, boo. That's crazy, y'all. But again, if they were passing out Millie, they could have been passing out Millie to my doggone sisters, man.
Thank you.
Could have been using that for their businesses. Cola J.
And that's why the money was leaving so fast too, because people was
They
was out here scamming.
Well, I don't feel bad.
All that shit gonna backfire on them.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for her at all. I'm sorry.
No.
I work my ass off. I've had a job every day since I was fucking 14 years old. I get my ass up and I work every day, whether I want to or not, cramping, back hurting, back aching, bra too tight. I still get my ass up and I goddamn go work. And this you need to do too. I don't feel sorry for you. Okay, so before we get into the next thing, one thing I forgot to mention on our news and our updates, we're going to be starting doing sort of like a book movie club type thing, if you will. One movie that we're going to review next week is going to be Coming to America Part 2. So if y'all have not watched that, make sure you watch Coming to America because we're going to spotlight that and talk about that next week on News and Updates for our movie spotlight. And also Sister Soldier is coming, which her book is already out, Part 2 of The Coldest Winter Ever. My first one just got in, y'all. I have not read this book in years. So
yes,
this one just came in. I will be reading this book by the end of next month that we decide we're going to go over. We're going to talk about this book and The Coldest Winter Ever Part 2.
Life After Death. Yep.
Yes, Life After Death. Okay.
There we go.
This is the first one, and Sunshine has the second one.
I'm excited.
Oh, y'all late. I'm already done. What you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm excited.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, I just came back to this. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Thank you for dropping the link, twin.
Thank you, boo. Yes, I was just going to say that. Perfect, y'all. So next weekend, we're going to be talking about Coming to America. So make sure you watch that, y'all, so y'all can get on the good little kiki about that. And at the end of April, we're going to be talking about The Coldest Winter Ever 1 and Life After Death 2, y'all. We trying to get, bring y'all some different stuff, a variety of things. So hopefully y'all are down with it, okay?
This is my point to poke fun at all y'all. Y'all late. Y'all just reading the books. Y'all all late.
No. We read this. I read this years ago, but you got to refresh yourself.
You got to refresh
I'm still
yourself.
poking fun at you.
Yes, I want to refresh so I'll be ready when I read too, because I just want to go straight into it.
Right. Because also too, I noticed on the reviews, and people got to realize before they do a review, we read these books like 20 years ago, right?
Yes.
We remember some of it, but we don't remember all. So before, I just feel like before you give an honest review on this one, you need to refresh on this one because you forgot about some things in there. It's been about 20, probably longer than 20 years. I don't know.
But now The Coldest Winter Ever is worth another read. There's nothing wrong with reading it again. It was that good. It was definitely that good.
The people that are introduced to the second book right now, again, go read the first book, but you have to put them together and the diatribes and the dialogue between them. So I would say you write your own notes. Those are the type of books that I would write my own notes. So it'd be like, okay, this character did this, and then the second book come along, you'd be like this and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a complex situation, and a lot of the reviews, as you said, Sunshine, were kind of like down, but I was like, you got to read the first one,
you got to go back and refresh yourself.
And you also got to understand time and difference, you know what I'm saying? Because in the second book, she went through different time periods. I'm not going to spoil anything, but different time periods. And if you don't understand that, you'll be lost, so just educate yourself on the first one so you can go into the second one, segue into it comfortably, that's it.
This is also another book. Yes, I did, Delilah. And I wanted to actually come on here and publicly apologize to Dahlia. She asked me to read this book. I want to say at least like a month, 2 months ago. And I had been promising her that I was going to read this book, and I have not done it just yet. But I am ordering this book this week when I get paid, okay? Because I need the extra money. But when I get paid, this book right here, it's about, it's called 3 Pointers to Wealth. What it is, it's a book, hold on, let me make sure I get to that. It's a book that's for children ages 7 to 15, and it'll basically like teach them about wealth and about money, and it'll break it down to them so that they can understand it on how to build generational wealth and capital building and different things like that. So I wanted to highlight this book as well. This is going to be another book that I'm going to order to read to my son as well. So this is a book that I think we all should check out. It's by a Black author as well. And again, it's for children ages 7 to 15, teaching them about generational wealth, teaching them about saving, stocks, bonds, how to invest, and different things like that. So something that our Black kids need to be learning about, y'all. So y'all check that book out as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna order that for my goddaughter and my niece.
And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the link.
Hell, I'm gonna order it for myself.
Right.
Come on now. It'll break it down. Did I get it all in there? I hope I got all in there. It'll break it down, like I said, so that the kids at a young age, right when they're at that age when they need to be learning about money and need to be learning about saving and things like that, I think this book will be an excellent book for them to read. Let me do that. All right, y'all. So moving on, we're going to get into, let me take this off. We're gonna get into Stacey Dash, y'all. Move right along to Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash, y'all, she's trying to get her Black card back. Okay, she recently did an interview where she talked about basically how she said that she lived her life being angry and supporting Donald Trump put her in sort of this box that she didn't want to be in. And she also said that she wanted to give the current president a chance. She wanted to apologize to anyone that she may have offended in her pursuit of supporting 45. Y'all know we don't respect that nigga around here. We call him 45.
Not at all. We don't
at all. But I think now before I get into this, I just want to give you guys a little refresher. Remind you guys of a statement that she made back in the day and the reason why her Black card was revoked in the first place. She said, and I quote, either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you only are awarded if you're Black. If it were the other way around, we would all be up in arms. It is a complete double standard. Now, me personally, I loved her in Clueless, and I loved her when she was in Kanye West's video, you know, and we ended up in and all of that. You know
the killer part is she was in a lot of other movies in between.
Yeah,
and we don't even know the names of them.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Now, your career was built off of being a video chick in a lot of these videos that was aired on BET. So for you to have the caucasity to say that and then want to support 45 and then want to come back now that your Black card has been ostracized.
And then her biological cousin is Damon Dash.
It's Damon Dash. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a generational curse. Their attitude,
okay,
how they approach the fame.
Like, me personally, it's a kiss my ass. I would like to speak for the member of the Black delegation. We still say we do not want Stacey Dash. She is not allowed to come to the barbecue. She ain't allowed to come to the funeral. She is not allowed to come to any of that. And so,
we're not eating none of her food either.
She puts raisins in the potato salad anyway. She ain't allowed to come to shit. Okay. So I'm gonna start with you, Sunshine. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Should we forgive her? Should we be the Black people that just turn the other cheek and be like, you know what, sis? I understand you messed up, but we are going to embrace you back with open arms. What are your thoughts on this? Sunshine,
hell no, she need to stay her ass right over there with them people that she thought had her back. They used her up, and now she want to bring her. I don't know what she is. Her ass back over here. And my problem with her is, like she said, she was an angry Black woman. It's like a spicy Mexican or Latino or something. Because ain't her mom, isn't her mom Mexican or something, or a Latino or something?
I believe she's like, is it Jahan, Hispanic and Black? Jahan.
Who her mom?
Her mother.
What is her mom? What is her mom?
I don't know, child. All I see is a Black
1% you're Black. 1% you're Black.
Yeah, but whatever. Don't use it as an angry Black woman. That's still and black people by saying you was an angry black woman. Girl, fuck you. That's how I feel about her. I don't like her.
That on that.
I love when Sunshine say "fuck you."
Bro, she put so much conviction behind that F. You can feel
yeah. That's a country
F.
fuck you. That's a fuck you.
Baby.
Fuck you.
That's
how many syllables is the F?
Fuck you right there. That's an old Negro fuck you right there. Okay. So
she dog us, y'all. She straight dog black people talking about us like a dog. Now you want to come back? And
it's ridiculous.
You want to put the blame on angry black women. Come on now, girl, get on.
No, the angry black woman thing is a sentiment that she learned from running with them Trumpers, okay? She got keywords how to sit there on that Fox News station and run her motherfucking mouth. She was paid to do it for her beauty. You understand how they always get these motherfucking, chicken clucking ass, hen ass black women that want to run with the Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, for that payola. And she is one of them. And not remember, the last time we heard about Stacey Dash is when she was beating her biracial husband with her stepchildren in the house, and they had to arrest her. And she was like, "You know who I am? I'm Stacey Dash." And it was like, "We don't give a fuck, bitch. Clink, clink. You look like an angry black woman." So that's what the fuck she is. And now and this is what gets me with these celebrities that do evil things, and they wait a year and they want to come back and be apologetic and I want to be remorseful and shit. Nah, fuck you. You said those things. You were committed to them, bitch. You're not allowed to the barbecue. Nobody's going to do your hair. No, you're not wearing anything black. We're not going to feature you in anything. You fucked up Clueless. That's why I don't like you, because Clueless is my favorite movie out of all time. I thought I was Cher Horowitz growing up. If you don't know who Cher Horowitz is, you go educate yourself. Yeah, for Stacey Dash, she ruined Clueless for me, and that's why I don't like her. She can go to the Alps, Switzerland, maybe.
She can't go to Switzerland because I want to go.
Well, she should have said she was a spicy Mexican. Then don't say you an angry black woman. Then use your other race.
Yeah. Because I take offense to that. I take complete and total offense to that.
I was reading Tracy comment, like she should have said she was a spicy Mexican or something like that. Black woman. You know how many Latinos I see that go more crazy than black women? I see them bust their men upside their head.
That came from her training. That came from her training. That keyword, angry black woman. She even said they hired me to be the angry black woman commentator on Fox News, and she reiterated that in her statement of apology. Okay, so we gotta look at those keywords. She said those things. That's not allegedly. Heifer. My grandma just hit me in the head. Was like, "Say it, heifer."
Right.
Miss 42, what's your thoughts?
None. We done with her. I don't have nothing to. I mean, we're not gonna take her back, so it's nothing to talk about. And I don't know why she thought that anybody would. But yeah, she clueless, clearly. So
don't be fucking up the movie.
We done with her. Y'all dragged her. Listen, Sunshine said, "Girl, fuck you." That's how I feel.
She said, "Fuck you."
Yes, and I agree. I agree.
Man, so crazy. Sorry, Stacey. Bye, girl. Bye.
Yeah, on to the next.
On to the next. All right, y'all. I'm trying to pull this up. I probably won't get this screen up. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. So, Atlanta, Georgia had a bunch of ratchets that went down there this past last weekend was All-Star Weekend in Atlanta. There was a group of IG models that rented a Uhaul van and decided to you know what I'm saying?
This is funny.
For whatever reason, they didn't want to get them a doggone Hertz or Enterprise rental car or whatever the situation may be. They just decided, now, bitch, this is what we gonna do, bitch. We finna go to Uhaul. We finna put our little ducats in and we finna get us a little Uhaul. Well, they took the Uhaul down to All-Star Weekend. They ratchet ass got pulled over by the police in the Uhaul. They actually got into a wreck in the Uhaul van as well. And they're now being known all over everything. You can put in the hashtag Uhaul Girls. I'm trying to pull something up now. My question on this little thing right here is, let me think how I should word this because I want to be nice when I say this. I would just say it. When I see shit like this, these little bitches got their priorities all goddamn messed up. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe these females didn't have enough money to rent a van, or maybe they didn't have enough money to rent a hotel. So they just decided, bitch, look, I got $20. Mika got 20. Nene got 20. Boo Boo got 20. All of us got $20. We're going to put it in. We're going to rent us a U-Haul van. We're going to sleep in this bitch. And we're going to drive it down to All-Star Weekend and come back. To me, that's ghetto as hell. Any niggas that was partying with their ass, y'all are disgusting and ghetto as hell too. What up, Short Bus? We talking about these little ratchets that was in Atlanta and they slept in the van, okay? There's video of one chick drunk, stumbling, getting out of the U-Haul van. And again, y'all can go hashtag Google this shit. Just put in Uhaul Girls, okay?
It was an investment.
It was an investment. Now, to me,
at least they thought it was.
Am I the only one that thinks, bitch, if you ain't got it, stay your ass at home? Like, I'm not finna be, now I'm not saying that I'm too good because your auntie done did some ratchet shit in her days. I done did some hood rat shit with my hood rat friends in my days, but I ain't never rented a goddamn U-Haul van to go drive down to All-Star Weekend. What if you'd have met you a nigga or something? Like, yeah, you come back.
They did.
U-Haul truck.
That was the point.
They did.
That was the point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to find a video clip of that ass. Sunshine, I'm gonna start with you. If you ain't got it, are you staying your ass at home, or y'all gonna all
I'm staying at home. I'm staying at home, and they gonna read. Then my thing is, okay, so I think the thing was like $19.99 or something. So I guess that's why they rented it, but that's the accident in the U-Haul. You know the U-Haul damage, so they finna come out way more than that. And then up in the U-Haul too.
They got into a wreck in a damn U-Haul. Didn't
they sleep in there?
Yeah, they slept in. They slept in the
U-Haul too. And they had
was twerking in there too.
They had men in there and chilling in there with them and everything. Then one of the girls, she was like, "They showing us all love." Bitch, you in the U-Haul.
They not showing you love. They talking about you, mama. They are us. We are them. We are talking about your ass. We is laughing at you. Mama.
Laughing at you.
We is laughing at you.
Love.
Okay.
Oh, it's her titties out. They in pajamas. Oh my God.
They happy.
Look at this.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking at all. No, for real.
They forget Rona, huh?
They
forget Rona.
Man,
they said fuck Rona. You know what? When you first started off this topic, Auntie MoMo, I asked my cousin. He in Atlanta, and he a hot boy, and he's heterosexual, so he will. But he was saying they don't get.
Look, girl, everybody fucking with us, girl.
Oh my God!
Don't say everybody fucking with y'all because y'all ratchet asses is. And look at the niggas. The niggas ain't shit neither. The niggas ain't shit neither. You got your ghetto ass up in there in the U-Haul partying with their ass.
And why he got the mask on?
For what?
Yeah, for what? It's too late, bro. You in the back of the U-Haul.
All you niggas is gonna get goddamn Rona anyway.
You in a chamber.
Oh, child.
Hot damn mess. Hold on, girl. I got one even better for you. Look at La Mama here, child.
When they sober down, they gonna be mad.
Baby. Look, ooh,
yeah. U-Haul.
Ooh, bitch, I gotta use the bathroom. Let me make sure this door closed. Ooh, girl. All right, is my hair good? All right, bitch. Let me go in this store real quick. Girl, hot fucking damn
girl
man.
walked out like she was $1 million getting out there.
Okay, you couldn't tell her nothing. She was.
I can't even say what I'm thinking. I can't even looking abused. So there you go.
Yes. Speaking of GoFundMe, Delilah, while we talking about ratchets, there was another chick named Yaz the Stallion who, I think she went down to goddamn.
She would have did the same thing.
This chick, Yaz the Stallion, she went down to All-Star Weekend with $400, a wet coochie and a dream, bitch. She had a one-way ticket, and she went down to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend, got stranded down there, and had the niggadacity to start a GoFundMe for $1,300 to try to get her ratchet ass back home. This heifer gonna say she planned on using her unemployment, but it didn't come through. So she need $1,300 because she need help surviving and making it back home to New York. Cola, Mizzle, what's up with y'all folk now? These niggas is tripping.
I think y'all should lock the door.
She got the money too. They gave it to her.
She's had 4,800. Last time I checked it, she had 50,000 shares, 48 contributors, and she made $569 already off of that. Now, who the fuck are these people giving her? I need some money.
Wait. Can we go back to the Uhaul? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. What would you like?
Let's go back to Uhaul. Okay. Let's go back to Uhaul. Okay. My cousin said they rent Sprinters. Sprinters are like the black big vans that do y'all know what Sprinters are?
Yeah, we know what they are. They ain't U-Hauls.
No, like they look like
they look like
black U-Haul vans, but bigger. And he said that niggas would rent a Sprinter and sleep in the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You go to the club, you too intoxicated, you park the fucking Sprinter, and you sleep in that motherfucker. And then y'all go take the walk of shame back home. But a U-Haul van is something completely different. And I think that's what they were trying to mimic.
I know exactly what Sprinter is. I work with EMS, and sometimes we take the Sprinter out when we go out and seeing our patients. So I know what Sprinter van is. A Sprinter van is
it's big as fuck.
Yeah, it is. That was what they were in was for you to move your desk and your end tables and your chairs from the north side to the south side. Right. That was a quick little old 1-2-1-2. That wasn't no hole. Them hoes was moving ass. They was hauling ass from state to state.
And went home broke.
And went home broke. Girl went home with wet coochie and dry pockets, like the old schools used to say back in the day. But the one chick that did the GoFundMe for $1,300, Mama, what is you trying to do? Is you trying to get all of your bills paid for the month of March? How you need $1,300 to get home? You only went $400 to pay up there. How much was the ticket? How much was the one-way ticket? Where you been staying?
How broke were you when you before you left?
How broke were you? Or was she? I think she was planning on finding her a little old ball or something that was gonna take care of her, and she was gonna be able to ride the thing on back. You know what I'm saying?
You know how people had them all over there with them.
Wait, why has All-Star Weekend turned into like the ghetto Cinderella's ball? Like all the princesses go there to meet the prince. You know, and so everybody get their ratchetest, and everybody go, and it's a basketball tournament, and everybody trying to get the crown or the golden slipper or the ring. And look at this. This is the after the ball. Everybody.
Well, she not gonna get nothing but some penis. She's not getting no ring or nothing else. She just
nothing. Yeah. They went home to their women.
Yeah,
to the women or the men.
It's like a migration. All-Star Weekend is a migration of fuckery.
Bless her heart, y'all. Bless her heart.
Was she at a 7-Eleven? That was a 7-Eleven.
She going to use the bathroom, Sunshine. She going to use the bathroom. Leave her alone.
My thing is, where did they take a shower at? Like,
look at this.
Exactly. They did a whole bath. You know, they did some whole baths.
Some whole baths.
That is straight up whole bath.
What my brother told me a joke about. Don't lift a girl's kitty up the shower.
They found us. The bitches in the U-Haul.
Look at the dent. The handle is missing. Look at the dent.
They fucked up that U-Haul.
I found them. They found us. The
Man, whoever be licensed that out there, they'll be able to rent another U-Haul else.
You ain't never finna be renting nothing else with your hood ass.
They about to ban her from U-Haul, whoever it is.
Oh, wait.
What's this? The U-Haul girl.
Girl, you lying to me.
Oh, they got evicted.
Girl, I'm trying to. And I put, yeah, that's it. Yeah, they kicking them out the Sprinter child.
Oh, you know how easy that was to find? Is probably the license plate. They probably seen it all over the internet. It was like, that's our shit.
Did they put them out?
Put them out, girl. Put them out.
Girl, they got evicted. Oh, she ain't got no pants on. What in the hell?
I don't even want to say the racial epithet. In front of Biggie. Embarrassing.
In front of Biggie.
You said in front of Biggie. No, man.
It's like a clown truck. It's like, you know how all the clowns pop out the small ass car?
Cola, y'all need to lock the doors. Don't let them back in. They can't come back. Turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off. Turn the engine off. Fuck that.
Yeah. Cola said they from Brooklyn or Harlem. She said they made no Bronx girls right there. Cola said, nah, B, they ain't no Bronx
girls. It was
right
slipping in that U-Haul though.
Ooh, you know it was funky in there, right?
There's a whole lot of ass up in there. All of that ass, you know, it smelled like.
Yikes.
They working. Yeah.
This 42 cents right in front of Biggie.
They had to be working. They had to be working. Not, you know, they had to be working. They had to be working.
That's hard.
That's crazy. That's
all
some
that effort, they had to be working.
Well,
ghetto mess.
The moral of the story is, like I said, goddamn it, y'all, if y'all ain't got it, stay your ass at home. That's the moral of the story right there. Moving right along, y'all. Next up, Zaya Wade did an interview with Michelle Obama. I thought it was a cute little interview. I ain't gonna lie, it seemed a little awkward. I don't know if y'all seen the interview or not. I don't know if neither one of them had anything to really talk about, but it just seemed like it was a sort of awkward interview. Anyway, my opinion. But she was speaking with her for Women's History Month. And from that, there was a lot of controversy that came up because, as you know, Zaya Wade, she's only 13, and she is going through her transition right now. I don't know if she's on hormones or not, but a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say, including Jay Boog had something to say, Jay Boog from B2K. Also, Lil Mama had something to say. Why Lil Mama had something to say? That bitch been called a man her whole damn career. For her to
I don't like her at all
and say anything at all. But it's raised a lot of controversy. So what I wanted to get into on my question for my sisters and my brother on the panel, she's 13. First and foremost, before I get into her being 13, she spoke for Women's History Month. Okay. Do you feel like she is somebody who is eligible? Well, not eligible. Do you feel like someone else should have been chose to speak for Women's History Month? Someone who is a young cisgender female influencer like Marsai Martin. I mean, is it Marsai Martin or Zendaya or any of the three females that played Eddie Murphy's daughters in Coming to America? Like, do you feel like it should have been a young Black female that spoke for Women's History Month, number one? And my second question is, with her being 13, like Lil Boosie Badass, he even has something to say, you know, about him or about her wanting to transition and change her gender. Do you feel like she's too young to sort of make that decision up in her mind right now that, yes, this is who she feels that, you know, she feels she's in the wrong body? Yes, let's go ahead and start the process of transitioning her. Do you feel like this is something that should be done? Because my thoughts and my opinions on that, while I'm asking you guys, I honestly feel like this is something that should be done in the public eye, because you leave yourself open for criticism. You leave yourself open to get bullied. You leave yourself open for people to pass judgment on your life, regardless of what she wants to do. You know, if it were my child, I'm gonna love my child regardless. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I hope don't nobody take offense when I say this. If my son were to come to me at 13 years old and say he wants to transition, absolutely not. Not right now. Absolutely not. Because at 13, your balls ain't even dropped all the way yet, son. Your hair has not even fully grown on your chest. You are just now getting into puberty. I don't feel like it's safe physically on your body or even mentally on you to decide to go that route. That's just my thoughts and my opinions on that. So I'm gonna start with you, Sunshine. Do you feel like they should have gotten someone else aside from Zaya? And do you feel like she's too young to be transitioning right now?
I feel like it should have been someone else. I feel like at the end of the day, she's not a woman. She's still a little boy. And I feel like, what example are you showing for the young Black girls, that real Black girls that are her age, you know, her age? Like, it's like they devalued. Like, you saying that a trans is better than a young Black girl. That's how I took it. That's just how I took it. And I also feel like, just even when it was done to what's Kim Kardashian father made Woman of the Year, I felt like that was wrong. How you gonna give, at the end of the day, you still a man? How you gonna give a man a Woman of the Year? That was wrong, and that was disrespectful to women. That's just how I feel about it. Also, too, I feel like no way in hell she should be transitioning at 13. I feel very disappointed in Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. I feel like they're using this child is to keep them in the spotlight. That's how I feel about the situation. I also feel like they need to take notes from Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson didn't sit up here and broadcast that his son was doing what he's doing. He let him come out when he was on his own at a respectful age. We didn't hear about him, at 13 wanting to do this or want to do that or that right there. It's like, I don't know. He wore his daddy down low, I feel. I think his daddy is using him because he wanted to come out and couldn't come out. That's just how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
That's good. I like that. Miss 42?
Definitely they should have picked somebody else. I actually think, I know we've seen it before, I believe, Oprah and Michelle, but I would have liked Michelle to have been interviewed instead of doing the interviewing. As far as Zaya is concerned, he's definitely too young to physically go through something like that. However, I'm not his mom, like MoMo. If my son came to me at an age like that, I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't facilitate it. There's no way that I would take him to eat. I mean, I may allow him to do research on it, but there's no way that I would allow him to physically alter his body at an age like that. And that's my only concern. But again, them being on social media is the real problem, because kids they're not emotionally equipped to handle bullying. Hell, us as adults sometimes can't handle bullying.
Yep.
So, and I can't stand to see my kids cry or their feelings hurt. So there's no way that I would put them on display on something, especially with his dad and his stepmom having the fame that they have. A lot of people see him. We're talking about millions and millions of people watching this boy transition. And they have opinions. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And the First Amendment right gives us the right to say our opinion out loud. So with that being said, you can't control things. And I would hate to see him emotionally fucked up behind this by the time he get 18. You know what I mean? Confused, not sure if he's making the right decision because he got so many people saying, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" That's a lot. That's a lot. I really think that should have been kept offline and behind the scenes, and they figure it out as a family what they're going to do. But we shouldn't be looking at that or discussing it. How are we discussing a 13-year-old boy transitioning? We're talking about like if somebody else was talking about a 13-year-old boy's body parts, you would think that they were the pedo word. You know what I mean? So you got all these people sitting around having this discussion. I don't know about that.
Too much.
Tag
BM is 42.
Sir Neale, what's your thoughts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, I do think that someone was better suited to have interviewed Michelle Obama. But at the same time, a lot of women, young girls, were not kept out of the discussion, especially a lot of young women of color were not kept out of this celebration of women during this month of March.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of women speak on different platforms. But this one being Michelle Obama and Zaya, pardon me if I'm saying the name wrong, that's shaky. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't speak on nobody's kids. But at the same time, if your child came to you and expressed these feelings, celebrity or not, how will you handle it? The point right here is celebrity. There are people that are regular, like all of us right now, that are experiencing the same thing. They're going through the same thing. They have daughters and sons that now are expressing that they feel that they're in the wrong body. They feel that they're the wrong person. And you as a parent, as you keep raising them, you have to reconfigure yourself as raising a boy and a girl, but now your boy want to be a girl and now your girl want to be a boy. And you're like, they're not going crazy. They're telling you, no, I don't like the dress. No, I don't want to wear pants. I want to wear the dress. I want to wear the pants. But for regular folks, it's going on right now. We're just seeing it at a celebrity scale. And I do think it's very salacious. I think it's intrusive on Zaya's, pardon me again for saying the name wrong, life, because that's a private situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that are transitioning don't want you to know that they were a boy or a woman before. They don't want they don't even speak about their genitalia. They hate the sound of them having a vagina or a penis. They don't even want to represent that. They completely leave that life behind. I think it's just salacious because it's on the social media and shit. We all have the right, but it exists. It's real. It's existed since way before time, where a male born, female born has felt they were born in the wrong body. And I'm not going to go, that's it. And we have to respect it. We can't belittle them, but I do think this social media shit is a lot. And I do think it's a personal growth situation because it's a personal thing, you know, and it doesn't need to be on the internet. And anybody else could have interviewed Michelle Obama. I would have wanted the girl who beat Serena, the tennis champ. What's her name? That's who I would wanted to interview Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying? Because she is the athletic champ. You know what I'm saying? Of females. You know what I'm saying? Across the board. So a woman of strength interviewing another woman of strength. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was publicized. You know, I'm not taking that away from anybody. You know, and they're not forcing a homosexual agenda on anybody. Only thing it is now that everything that was old that nobody spoke about is just now spoke about. Everything, everybody's mama, great grandmamas, great granddaddies, great granddaddies didn't speak about. Now everybody's talking about it. It's always existed in every way, shape, or form.
You said something that I wanted to hit on, an agenda. That was one sort of phrase that everybody was saying from this, is that the media is putting out this agenda now. There's an agenda behind this, an agenda behind, you know, having not even just transgender individuals, but just homosexuality. Like there's this talk that there's an agenda behind that. Do y'all feel like there's an agenda behind, you know, behind any of that? Do you feel like it's an agenda, and what do you feel like that agenda is?
I feel like everybody don't need to be gay, first of all. That's how I feel. You don't always got to have like a gay friend, you know what I'm saying, or this and that. But at the same time, I just grew up in a regular, like from school, you know, multiracial, heterosexual, lesbians. You know what I'm saying? That's like you know, that's just regular for me. But some people just grew up with all boys, you know, all girls. You know what I'm saying? Some people just all black, all Latino. But
Yeah.
I think that pressing the agenda is like kind of stupid because everybody knew a gay person with all those roles I just introduced. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the girls, the guys, everybody. There was one gay person out of everybody he was kicking it with.
Yeah.
So it's like the agenda is like kind of stupid. Again, I think they're just trying to talk about something that was suppressed, and that's it. We all know gay people. That's stupid.
Well, I have a problem with it. I feel like it's being pushed. I feel like they're trying to push it on our younger generation. And I feel like I got a problem with it anyway. Because anytime gay people got more respect than a black person, still black people, I have a problem with that. I do. Anytime their rights are more important than ours, I have a problem with that. I do. I have a big problem with that.
You talking about the Caucasian gays?
It doesn't. Gays got more rights than black people. Caucasian,
I don't.
They're going to fight for them before they fight for us.
I will say from my friends, I would say my white gay friends have a lot more privilege than a lot of my black gay friends.
Yeah, what you talking about?
This just from my experience with my friends, and that's from my male gay friends. Like for example, one of my gay male friends, he's a Hispanic guy, right? Now, when he was dating, he would say that it's like certain guys would only their preference would only be a blonde hair, blue-eyed white guy or whatnot. Like they wouldn't really get a lot of traffic or whatever that would come their way if they were more a minority, unless it was, you know, the environment or whatnot that you were in. But he was speaking on when it came to dating apps and things like that. Like they were more geared towards.
MoMo. This is why a lot of gay black men assimilate to the white culture. See, I'm doing that shit. They assimilate to the white culture. Yeah, they assimilate to the white culture because they are more protected over there with the white gay culture. Me, myself, still walking with my black husband are still looked at as two, whatever stereotype you want to see, as two black men walking on the street. And that is also because we're not walking down the street like cat. We're not wearing glitter and gold.
Come on now.
No, yes. And you know, I'm not too good for that. I'm telling you what it is, because we are still subjected to the same situation. And not until they approach us, and I have to say, who are you with? How you know them? And I have to say that this is my husband. This is my partner. Whatever it is. But that's why a lot of gay black men go to the white side, because they feel it's more comfortable for them to have a white counterpart, because it allows a blanket of safety. And in Atlanta, that's why there's so much, there's a whole umbrella with the gay blackness and all that shit. But we are not all the how should I say this? We're not all against everybody. We're not all trying to program people like this is some fucking scientist situation. You know what I'm saying? But some of us have been programmed, just like heterosexual women have, just like heterosexual men have. They've been programmed to want something, and that the woman can't do this, the man can't do that, the gays can't do this, the gays can't do that, gender this, poly this and that. You know what I'm saying? And these things are coming up out, they're being uncovered. We're actually talking about them. And again, they've existed before all of us were fucking born.
Well, you know what, Sir Neale, you are old school gay.
I'm young though. Don't age me.
No, I'm just saying it's the difference between old school gay and new school gay. So you're right, gay. So it's y'all have more respect. You get what I'm saying? And y'all look at things different. These new school gay and what they're pushing now don't know nothing about that. They don't know about the respect that I had and the things and how y'all carry yourself and things like that. Now every show, they basically make gay as a circus show almost.
You're not lying.
And it's different. It's different. Y'all old school. Y'all are old school gay, which is
And
great.
I'm young. I just learned that from the old school gays. Stop aging me, nigga. I'm not that old, motherfucker. I'm about to come get you, sunshine. but I learned that from the old school. I was blessed with G's that were gay. You know what I'm saying? That Vietnam vets that were gay that survived a lot of shit. So they put me up on game. The reason why they told me to settle down, find one and get with one, just like your mom and dad would have told you, and I settled down and got with one. That's it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I do to some extent. I appreciate that the schools do teach about diversity because my son's school, they teach about diversity and different things like that. However, in a way, I do feel like I don't know if agenda is the word. I don't know if that's the word agenda I'm getting caught up on. I feel like there is something in the media that's pushing. Maybe the word is agenda. I guess I don't know.
We have to wait. I'm telling you another thing. A past episode I had to speak to one of my friends that wanted to be get it correct. They would call them or their. Don't call them him or her.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that yesterday.
And we have to. I'm confused too. I'm a gay man. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm lesbian, gay, transgender, and LGBT. Bisexual. There you go. Yeah, exactly. But it took me a lot because but we have to understand and be a mirror to each other. You know what I'm saying? And that we're going through the same situation. And it took me a lot. And I would say that Yvonne, they are a good person. There you go. I just said that.
That to me. Speaking of that, because like me and my coworker were actually just having a conversation about this because now I don't know if you guys get emails at work, but we get bombarded with emails now. And now at the end of the emails, people want to put in parentheses if it's a male, him, his, his. And then if it's a female,
with the slash,
and then if it's a female, they want to put she, her, whatever. And then now they're color coordinated. I've seen for some LGBTQ people, their signature is now rainbow. And
this is what I'm saying. They do all these changes for
too much,
but Black people still sitting up here don't even have half the rights that gays have. My problem is too. It's like with the pads, with the pads.
Oh, girl, don't.
When they took that out, what the hell you taking out the female for when them for female? If you a dyke, you still bleed. You just a dyke. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. Like why it gotta be a big old thing about taking the female out? It's like you trying to erase the female. Like we are women. Like we still have rights. What about our rights? What about us?
I totally agree with that. I did not understand why they felt that they needed to change always past. Always were always for women who always had periods.
Yes,
that's just my thought.
I believe that women need to fight back.
I'm sorry, but it's like,
I think women need to fight back and get an equal. I think women need to fight back. Okay, first of all, this is just my opinion, and I'm gonna say that my opinion. This is that women need to fight back for your equal rights. Okay, because you went through this with the education, with your voting rights, with working rights and stuff like that. This is a new age of things, and again, things are coming up. And I believe that you all have the power, you know what I'm saying, to fight back and be like, this is, odd. This is fucked up. We want our, we need to balance our rights. But at the same time, you also need to, this is okay, again, with fathers being able to change their babies with their changing rights in the men's bathroom and stuff like that. Also, you guys need to bring up the transgenders bathrooms or whatever like that. If that's the case, I think there needs to be a women's. No way. I think there needs to be a women's, men's, and transgenders if that's the fucking case. Because again, I wouldn't want my son or my daughter, around because I don't want to influence them until they're able to establish their own who they are. That's just okay. Wait. I got a list of it. Wait, another one. And the sports too. If my son or daughter wants to play baseball, basketball, football, hockey, whatever the fuck it is, it's going to be a boys' league or a girls' league. There's not going to be any 13-year-old person thinking that they're boy or girl tackling my daughter or my son. They need their own league. Yeah, they need. So I think at the end of it, I think that whole transgender Oculus needs to have its own place. And the reason why I've come to this conclusion because other countries already have this practice where transgenders have their own bathrooms, their own so on and so forth. So if that's the case, as America is arguing, and I agree with that, I don't agree with influencing kids unless they speak about it. You know, those are our angels. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want them to. You know that's and as a gay person, I feel like finicky speaking about that. No disrespect to all my people watching, you know, but I believe that transgenders need their own lane, their own league. You know what I'm saying? And it's not odd. Again, they've always existed, but they need their own bathroom, running course, and everything.
I agree.
I agree with that, Dahlia. You don't see the same energy about teaching everyone about disabilities and Black History Month and culture. I totally, completely agree with that. And then one last thing I wanted to say about the signatures. I can't make my signature Monique Modiva hashtag Black Lives Matter hashtag Black Feminist with a black fist emoji. I can't put that on my signature and send that out to the whole company because I can guarantee you HR gonna pull my black ass in somebody's goddamn office and be like, Mo, you went too far with the damn emoji, Mo. You can't do that. Well, how come such and such can have a rainbow thing for theirs? Like,
how you know that's not offending somebody?
Yeah, and it's not offensive to me. Like the signatures, it's not offensive. I mean, I just don't understand it. I just want to be educated about it.
I think it's try-hardy. I think it's try-hardy for you to like attach the rainbow on your signature at the bottom of your email. You know what I'm saying? If that's your personal, keep the rainbow on there. But professional, why the fuck you telling everybody you gay?
Thank you.
You know,
that's the real question.
This is my opinion.
That's not professional at all.
Yeah. This is my opinion.
Do we need to know? Is it important?
Yeah. And another thing is, you know, one thing I've learned about being a very tall, structured Black man. You know what I'm saying? In a workplace, a lot of women speak to me. You know what I'm saying? And I have to let them know. You know what I'm saying? I have to let them know that, you know, I'm not, you know, and, you know, but I still treat them as a gentleman. But at the same time, I meet a lot of beautiful women that you want to even think that were lesbians. That you wouldn't even know. They'll be just as beautiful as either of you and not even walking around in either studdish or whatever. And they don't like put like the emojis. That was the whole point of that. They won't put the emojis. They don't put like the feminine sign or anything like that. But you never know.
I just don't understand that. You know, like I said, and my coworkers' whole thing was, you know, what I be, you know, I can't necessarily put my name such and such with a white guy on there and beer because I'm a white guy that loves beer. Like I can't do that. You know, that would be wrong. And I'm like, well, that's the same. Like I can't put a black fist hashtag Black Lives Matter hashtag Black as ever. You know,
you can't even think about Black Lives Matter at work though. You can't even wear shirts or anything that represent Black Lives Matter at work. So you know, I just feel like and it's nothing against gays. I love gays and everything. I just feel like they have more.
I hate that word gays.
Well, what you want me to call it then? School?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm gay no more. I got a husband. I don't do no gay shit.
It's nothing against like, hey, everybody to each their own who they want to date. I don't care about that, but I just feel like you're no better than us. That's just how I feel. And we are women. And I think it was Dyla. She's talking about. Are you talking about Cherry the Boom? I want to say
the Boom is a rip, girl. Cherry the Boom is a whole.
Okay, wait. Don't speak of the devil.
Saying that?
I think that's what she's talking about because I heard something about that.
Don't speak.
I actually like her.
Don't speak that name up, y'all, no more. I'm telling y'all.
Cherry
Like,
the Boom has said some
hey, don't say that name no more, Auntie MoMo.
Well, that female has said some very crazy stuff about Black women, period.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is she at? Where is she at? Like, has she transitioned into a woman fully, or
she still have a private part?
So
okay,
she's
wait.
still
First of all,
technically a male.
Before wait. First of all, this person that you guys are speaking about is a full-blown prostitute. I said the P word. Okay,
we know.
Okay, live that about that life.
Yeah, we know. We know about
and
her.
records all of it, and puts it on all of it. So it's scandal. She probably on Bigo with the other ghetto people.
She is on Bigo.
But you know what? But you know what
about her is about maybe about 6 years ago when she was dating Gregory, and Gregory.
Oh my gosh!
And she blasted him on IG. Yep.
I was on Bigo one time, and she was saying something like basically she wanted people to come on her panel, but she didn't want no F words coming on there. She was like, I don't like them sissies. I don't like them F words. She was saying an actual word. Like, I don't like them. I ain't with that. None of that. I don't like them sissies and none of that. And the closed-minded part of me, I will say, was thinking, well,
she's trans and they don't hang with them, they say, because that's
wrong.
They talk bad about it too.
I don't know. I'm the emoji right now. I don't know.
That's wrong. That is wrong. How can you discriminate? That is a part of your community. That's like me saying, "Oh, I don't like. She too dark skinned. She too light skinned. I don't like her."
A lot of trans women think that they're better than. She's one of the trans women that think she's better than a real woman. Like,
wow,
she does. She thinks she's better than a real woman. Yeah.
Do you have anything else? Because you look like you got a lot on your mind, Miss 42.
I'm surprised about Cherry the Boom because I actually liked her. But I don't watch her enough to know. You know, I'll pop in every now and then and watch her stuff. But yeah, I'm a little surprised. Ooh,
she do think real women are jealous of her. She does.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Kind of like somebody else that we know that we like to watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know one thing or whatever.
I'm jealous of her. Not jealous of her.
We got
if you ain't nobody gotta be jealous if you out there. Nobody has to be jealous because you out there selling your body, baby. Ain't nobody gotta be jealous at all.
Selling that pussy.
It's always the ones
selling your whole body.
Somebody jealous of them.
Girl out there selling that pussy. No, thank you.
No,
I think she's I always thought she was a pretty transsexual.
She is. I would give her that.
No, yes. Her attitude is horrible. Her attitude is very ugly.
And that's why I don't think she's pretty because her attitude.
I see.
No, what cracks me up when she's bashing people, did she go into that gospel music? I'd be like, Lord have mercy.
Oh, you know what? Oh no, that's Savannah Garcia that's gone through and got the transition.
But it's messed up though. Like she should have never got that. It's totally messed up. Yeah.
You said it is? Really?
Yeah.
Y'all is so deep in these social media streets.
To fix some things. Yeah.
Oh Lord, girl, yeah, we got to talk about that. We talk about that on another day, child. Girl, yeah, that's some good big old tea right there, child.
Sir King had somebody on his platform some months ago. I want to say it was Jasmine, somebody that's usually over there in the B sector, but she has went fully through the transition, and she was telling us like the different things you have to do to keep it up.
You have to insert.
There's tools and things that she has to use no matter what. Otherwise, she said that it was like what did she her example was like an earring hole or something. And if you don't keep something in it, it will close up. Your body treats it like a wound, so it tries to heal it and seal it back up. But that was a pretty interesting interview he did with her because we heard a lot of things that we probably wouldn't hear otherwise, because it was, I mean, it was kind of graphic. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, we learned
You
some
know what?
stuff.
Segue. Speaking of piercings, we know we all got fancy piercings up in this bitch.
We sure do.
Oh, you only know. Well, yeah, okay. But no, I have this top lobe pierced over here on my left side, and I wanted to get the right side pierced, but I don't know where to do it. I just wanted to do it in an awkward ass spot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it won't be uncomfortable?
No, so I could just be like different, because I don't want the two lobes at the bottom. Because
do it on the inside, like
that inside part.
Yeah, the little inside part right there.
I want it to be like to hold like a decorative. Like,
that should hurt like a motherfucker. That's crazy.
It sound like it hurt.
I'm like,
I already went through this side, so I can do this side. But I was thinking like maybe should I just match it on the top, so I can like put it too.
She got it. Let me see.
Maybe.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get into
whatever.
I got you. I'm gonna send you some pictures of some places where you should, because I've seen some really cute piercings like right here on the inside part. I think that part is cute right there, but I think that sucker would hurt like a mug, because that's some thick cartilage right there.
Yeah, I'll get over it.
All right, y'all. So this past week, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did an interview with Oprah, where Meghan gave us some tea, y'all. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that I wouldn't say that I thought the royal family was perfect, but I was one of those people that just seen a prince, I seen a castle, I seen all the beautiful, the stuff that you read about in books and the stuff that you see about on TV. I had no idea that they were as had such prejudice and racial ties as they did. Some of the things that Meghan talked about in an interview was that, of course, baby Archie, it was talks with Prince Harry that he wouldn't have any security, he wouldn't have a title, and also talks about how dark his skin color would be. The media, as we all know, Piers Morgan being the #1 asshole that came after her, he had a whole lot to say after she did her interview. It was one of his colleagues that actually called his ass out on live while they were in the middle of talking, and basically called him out like, you have come for this woman's neck for so long and she ain't said nothing about your punk ass, and you steady coming for her. Well, that caused Piers Morgan to get pissed off. He ended up walking off the stage, and later on, as we found out that he quit, which I don't think he quit, I think they got on his ass, and I think he got fired, and they was like, okay, well, we gonna let you save face and let folk think that you quit, but really, nigga, you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here no goddamn more. And aside from Piers Morgan showing his ass, Sharon Osbourne showed her ass as well. I'm gonna get that video up, and I'm gonna get that ready in just a minute while y'all are talking. But what did y'all think about this interview? I will say I was surprised at Sharon Osbourne and how she reacted towards Cheryl Underwood and the things that she had to say. Like I said, while y'all are talking, I'm going to get that video up. But did y'all, I mean, of course, them being British, we know that history has shown that British has had a lot of prejudice ties to it and things like that. Did y'all have any idea that the royal family was as prejudiced as they are? Am I the only one that knows good and damn well Meghan would not have named her damn baby Archie? Had them white folks not told her she had to name her damn baby Archie? That's an ugly ass name for a baby. I said it. I don't give a damn who don't like it. That's an ugly ass name for a baby, and I feel bad for her. You black, and you got to live the rest of your life with your name being Archie. That's fucked up. And what do y'all think as far as, first of all, who do y'all think it was that said anything about the baby's skin color? Because I tell y'all, I think it was that damn daddy and the brother that said that. Mm-hmm. And what do y'all think should happen from them right now? Like what do you think the future will be for them? Do you think that the royal family, meaning the grandmama and all of them, will eventually, realize that they've gotten all this backlash and then try to, basically open up the door for them and allow them back in? Are they like exiled out from the castle altogether? Like the nigga can't never come back? Like
I don't think they want to go back at all.
I don't think they want no titles or nothing like that, unless the government were to change with them, which I don't see that happening. But
This is
like, go ahead.
you can compare them to like having a celebrity father. Say some Van Halen. Like your name is Brittany Van Halen. You can go on and do your whole career and they'll be like, "Are you Van Halen's daughter?" She can be like, "Yeah," and have her own career without being attached to her dad. Her dad's a bastard, they don't even talk, but she can write on the name of Van Halen. I'm saying that as Harry and Meghan can write on as the name of royals forever. They don't need the royals. They don't need them at all. And not to mention everything that they brought up were rumors that we thought here in America, because we're not that, delved into the royal gossip as they are in the UK. I had to figure out that they live for that shit like bread and butter. They breathe that shit. It's stupid as fuck to me. And we just know like the tidbits here, but all the rumors that we heard here in America are proven true. They're racist, they're motherfucking monarchy, they're hiding sex shit. All that shit is true. They're weirdos. So just throw the whole pot out the fucking window with the baby.
Miss Sunshine, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm not shocked at all. Like, it's not a surprise. Look at them. Just look at them. And then just think back to Diana. I mean, and Harry is his mother. He is his mother. He thinks the same way his mother thought. He is mother, and I commend him from getting his family out of there. He put his family first, regardless of what. And everybody knew that. Like, I knew when he was in Africa that hey, Harry was gonna marry somebody black, or he was gonna sleep with somebody black. It was gonna be
Harry was gonna happen, baby. I seen that.
Harry has his mother's spirit. He has his mother.
Does.
William is his dad. He is his dad. He's his dad, and it's all about like he's all about that crown. Like William, I think William would be king, right? He's next in line to be king, and I also believe it was the dad that said something. I do. I believe it's the dad that asked about the color of the skin baby, but the baby looked like he's white.
He does. You can tell he got a little sprinkle up in there. I can definitely see the little sprinkle that he got up in there. But I think that
not
it was
that much. Not
yeah,
that
but
much.
she only 50% her doggone self. So he only got
but look at in that interview, it looked like he was talking to a white woman though. I mean, you could see, I mean, of course we know she black, but if you didn't know, you really wouldn't know, if we didn't
know. I want to think she was a white woman. I would think she was another race,
Latino or something, or something like that.
Not even Latina. I wouldn't even say Latina.
I wouldn't think she was I wouldn't think she was, if I didn't know she was white, because she doesn't, I mean, if I didn't know she was black because of the way she looked, like she could pass for a white woman. She could. If you look back, it was this one article that I think I sent it to you and Brandy, where this woman, she passed for a white woman throughout her whole life, but she was black.
That was Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah. No.
I know who you're talking about.
No,
a white woman that posed as black, or a black woman posed as
that
white?
lady posed as a black woman. She was black, but she was white. Okay. This lady I'm talking about, she posed as a white.
I see.
And she did it for all her life. Her kids didn't even know that she was black. Yes, and she
ain't no goddamn way.
And when I seen her, I was like, damn, she does look like a white woman, but she was black. Yep, she was black. But I just feel like I commend him for doing what he did. I feel like and what really, really touched me when he said basically we wasn't gonna have another incident like my mom's.
Yeah,
that touched me. Because that means they told him something. He knows something, and he knew something was gonna happen to her over there.
Yep. The moment Prince William left Diana and left her out there basically to fend for herself, and everybody turned against her because he married his fucking mistress. Like that was crazy. We also have to understand,
right after Meghan and Harry left, in the interim of them leaving was a Jeffrey Epstein situation, and they implicated another person in the palace as going to Jeffrey Epstein's island. Everybody knows he's on the island. So you see how they clean that up, and the media don't nobody talk about it no more.
No.
Don't nobody talk about it. Don't
And
know. They cleaned it up. That puts credence to what Megan was saying on the derogatory terms that they were calling her. And there was like, okay, this is another pure example. When Prince Charles got with Kate, they were saying they deemed her as Kate Can't Wait in the UK in the tabloids. Kate Can't Wait. And that was supposed to be a derogatory term, like she was a thirsty bitch, basically.
Oh, wow.
But the palace came out and was like, don't call her that. Detract all those statements. And they did. But the queen allowed them to call Meghan a monkey chaser. Okay? That's what they called her. A bride to be not. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And they're European terms. And the palace didn't clean those up. Those are pure examples of their racism and allowing to divide her and want to just fuck up her goddamn life, wanting to push Harry away from her. Remember, they did kill Diana in that fucking tunnel with the Arab guy. That's my opinion. I don't give a fuck nobody say my opinion.
They did.
And Harry knows that too, and it was confirmed when he said that they were not going to do her like they did. We have another incident like his mom. He knows they killed. He knows they killed his mom.
He knows that.
Killed her.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it would have ended up being Megan.
Yeah, he knew it was coming. He knew it, so he got his family out. I always liked Harry, though. I have always liked Harry. He just reminds me his spirit is his mother. He is his mother. And then let's think about Tyler Perry. Let's not forget them. Let's think about Tyler Perry.
Right there. Talk about a blessing.
Like he came in to save the day. And his mother, because the money that his mother left him is what he's using now. So even if his mother was still looking out for him.
Yep. He a black man providing shelter and protection to a prince. Come on now.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the 90 Day Fiance with the Indian guy and the black girl, where his dad was like, "I'll kill you if you marry her," and he was like, "Fuck, no, it wasn't he's going to kill me, so I gotta flee, fucking Israel. I have to flee because my family will really kill me." And that's what Harry did. He was like, some way, shape, or form, they will kill either my wife or me. They're that diabolical.
They weren't going to kill him. They were going to kill her.
Yep.
Either way,
they're not going to touch him.
Yep.
And I also feel like they're going to give. I think this right here is going to. They got to clean it up. So they got to give him back his money. They got to start back providing for them because they have to clean it up. Because I was watching something to where this situation affects many different of the world, and everybody is watching, waiting on them to see what they're going to do.
Exactly.
So also, it's money involved in this. They finna lose a lot of support if they don't clean this up.
Yeah.
They're already losing support. They're trying to clean up the pieces right now. And another thing,
I hope he don't go back though.
I think it was the aunt. That's married to that's married to Prince's. What's their daddy's name?
Charles.
Charles's brother.
Oh, Charles.
Okay, Charles's brother's wife is the one who wore the racist lapel to their wedding ceremony.
What?
She wore, So I think that's the person who actually said it, because if you do your, my spy eye, she was the one who was in the tabloids because it was a lapel. I think it was like I think it was like picking cotton or a black flower or something. It was something that in Europe that represented slavery, and she wore it to their wedding. And I think that the daddy's brother's wife and the daddy's, it was in one of them said the shit about the skin color. There you go.
I believe it was the dad, or either it was. I could see it being William, because William is his dad. He is his dad.
He just like his dad.
And he is his dad, and it's someone that's really, really close. And the reason why I say that, it's not no uncle, no auntie, too, because of how hurt they look and how they know. Like he said, it would destroy them. It would destroy if they told who it was. It could only be his dad or William. Who else was going to clear?
he was clear to say that it was not his grandparents.
He did say that. He made
and
that.
then not only that, if it wasn't his dad or his brother, he could have easily said it was not anybody that was close in the immediate family.
But he did not. He didn't say
so
that.
it's between them two. It's between them two.
Look at us putting the puzzle together. This is cool.
I feel bad for them, though. I really feel bad for them because essentially they're out here by themselves. I know that they're getting support. You know, Tyler Perry is helping. But can you imagine your whole family acting an ass?
Oh my God!
Fell in love.
She need to go somewhere. That's the one that. Ooh, let me not say it, but yeah.
Kamala, yeah, she's the mistress. She's the one that was around. Yeah, she's the mistress. I wanted to play this real quick from Sharon Osbourne because she pissed me off, and I was so proud of Cheryl Underwood and the way she handled herself.
We'll be right back. We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Cheryl. Yes. I've been asking you during the break. Right. I am asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation. Yes. You tell me.
Question, why should you be crying? Why should your white privilege allow you to be in a situation where you say you should be crying? For what?
Somebody slap her and give her a reason to cry.
Well, you have heard him say, educate me. Tell me. When you have heard him say racist things, educate me. Tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a Black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's
be racist about.
That's all that I really wanted to play on that right there. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that what Steve Harvey called her, he called her Sharon Astorn. So Sharon Astorn was up there defending someone who is a proud racist person who delegates for the Queen on his own behalf in his country. So he shall say. He said it many times before. And her attacking Cheryl Underwood show that Cheryl Underwood is a real OG, because I can count about 7 times where she should have been put in her place, verbally, physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Via production, via lighting, via one of my coworkers. So many times she should have been put in her place. But Cheryl Underwood is a real motherfucking MVP in that, because my sister, Auntie, somebody would have
checked you.
Yeah, or threatened her or got up. What are you talking about? It would have. I don't know. Just that's how I feel. But Cheryl Underwood showed great restraint, and I didn't know she had been on that show for the last 11 years. I thought, because I don't watch the show, so she's been on there since the 2nd season, and they're in their 11th season now. I had no idea about that. I thought she was, because I don't watch the show, but she holding it down and she held her place. So that's it.
Miss 42, what are your thoughts? Is she there?
Yep, I had to go grab a kid. Yeah, Cheryl Underwood did handle herself very classy in that. A lot of people probably would have gave Sharon something to cry about. Like my mama used to say, give you something to cry about. I don't have a whole lot to say about her because I think she's crazy anyway. So, I mean, the fact that she's married to Ozzy and, the behavior of her children like that, she not wrapped all that tight. So it's not a whole lot that she can say that I would not take without a grain of salt. You know what I mean? She's irrelevant.
I never
her behavior, she's always act like that though. That crazy,
she's a dumbass,
over the top type stuff. Yeah, so I'm not surprised, but
Holly Robinson called her out too, because she said that she called her ghetto. Holly Robinson Pete.
Oh, really?
She said that Sharon Osbourne called her ghetto before.
Oh, see, Yeah,
so
no,
Sharon can kiss my ass, goddamn it. Her and
nobody
Auntie
should
and all that
listen
stuff.
to her. There's nothing she can say to. She should be able to say to anybody who listens to her.
So
She's
you know what?
irrelevant.
Another proof in purchase is when her daughter was on The View and Trump.
Yes.
Remember, and she was like, who are you gonna? The Mexicans are gonna be there to clean your toilets or something to that
What she was
effect.
talking about, 45, yeah.
Yeah, and on The View, and Rosie Perez was like, "Bitch, what you say?" You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
she's about
Rosie
to
Perez
roll up
kind of
on
like,
her.
oh, hold on, wait a
Yeah,
minute
so
now.
but bringing that up shows that there is a racial epithet in their household, one way or another. And I also think that's why Sharon was barking so much. How can I be a racist? How can I be a racist? Bitch, because one of your homies is a racist, bitch. I'm not rolling with no fucking crackhead, bitch. I'm not a crackhead. I'm not rolling with no fucking racist, bitch.
I bet money that Ozzy has said some horribly racist things that we just ain't heard.
Yeah.
I put money on it.
Yeah, I bet
put
I'm more
money
than
on
sure.
it.
Absolutely.
I bet I'm more than sure.
In his
I'm
rock
more
and
than sure.
roll, alcohol, cocaine fueled days,
Yeah,
I know he has let
and
that
bro,
word slip a couple
sorry
times.
to say, bro. And you know, in this day and age, when they crack that can open of anybody having any type of infraction, everybody's about to come out the woodwork and saying, yes, Ozzy did this, yes, Sharon did this, and yes, this happened. Yes, watch. It happens for this is the day and age of what do they call it? Council
Everything
culture.
is Me Too. Everything
Yeah,
is Me Too and council culture. Yes, everything is Me Too, Me Too, Me Too. Because like I said, Holly Robinson that came out was like, yup, Sharon racist. The bitch called me ghetto before because I was speaking my mind. Like, oh yeah, it's coming out and she deserves that. She deserves that, especially for her making a little dumbass remark about don't you dare sit up here and cry because if anybody should be crying, I should be the one crying. Fuck you.
I didn't hear
this ass.
Did she explain why she thinks she should be the one crying? I didn't hear that.
No, she didn't. That. No.
She just blurted it out rudely. She just like, why? Don't you dare try to cry. I should be the one crying over here. Don't you dare. That's exactly what she did. That's all she did.
I think this was a blessing in this. I mean, everything that's been 2020 has shown us that shit can hit the fan and shit can go down any kind of way. And I hate that it took something like this to sort of expose the royal family for who they really are. And I hate that Meghan Markle and her baby Archie, girl, you need to get that baby name changed.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I think his full name is Archibald. They just call him Archibald.
Yes,
yeah, they just call him Archie.
Yes,
Archibald.
and he's named after like one of the. It's that's a name Archibald. That was given to him from one of their grandfathers. It was a passed down name Archibald, bitch. Now, girl, bitch. What's your baby name, Archibald?
Y'all remember Archie Bunker?
No, wait, that sounds so ridiculous.
It do. Oh, your baby's so cute. What's his name? His name is Archibald. I'll be like, what?
I'd rather my child's name be DeQuavius or something like that.
Just call him Nene. Call him Nene. My baby Nene. God damn it.
Archibald. He's gonna get beat up in school.
Real talk topic, y'all. We're gonna get into polyamory versus polygamy, y'all. Okay. Now, first of all, let me share this. This is a beautiful couple right here. Am I the only one that think this couple is beautiful? Ain't he fine, y'all? I'm sorry, I'm lusting for a minute, doggone.
He's sharp as a razor blade. That man's so fine. And
the other side of the pillow, baby. Cooler than the other side of the pillow. So let's break it down. Polyamory is the act of having intimate relationships. Polyamory is the act of having intimate relationships with more than one person at the same time. Polyamorous persons might have or might be open to having multiple romantic partners. Polygamy, on the other hand, involves being married or having multiple partners. Polygamy is where a man has multiple spontaneous wives. Polyandry is where a woman has multiple or spontaneous husbands. Now, my question for tonight's discussion, and Sunshine, I'm gonna let y'all take over this right here. If this is something that was accepted in the world something that was accepted by society, something that wasn't so looked down and frowned upon, do you think that you could live in a polyamorous relationship? Now, again, polyamorous and polygamy is two totally different things. Now, I did a post on it earlier this week when I was promoting what we're going to be talking about, and some people came in the comments and they corrected me. They were like, look here, polygamy is this and polyamory is this. I'm a polyamory and this is what we do around here, okay? We not with the polygamy shit. This is what this is over here. Thank you for correcting me, because goddamn it, I didn't know. I just thought it was a bunch of motherfuckers that just love each other and just want to get down. I didn't know that there was a whole, like a for real lifestyle and for real science and all that about it. Now, I'm gonna just speak for me. I'm selfish, okay? I don't think I could be down with sharing my man. I understand how some people can be in the poly lifestyle, because yes, you can achieve a lot more with 3 incomes coming in the household than you can with 2 or 1, for damn sure. But as for me, I don't think I could. That's just me. That's just my thoughts. Sunshine, this is yours, girl. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the lead on this. Y'all got any questions? Y'all throw it out. Sunshine, it's on you, girl.
It's not bad. I think if it's done right, I think it can be a wonderful thing. The thing is, a lot of people live it and people just don't know it. You get what I'm saying? It's not something that you can like. I mean, you can if you don't care about what people say, but then you also have to respect your family, you know, because a lot of people family might, you know, disown them for it or something like that. But I feel if it's done right with respect and all parties are on the same page, it can be done right. You know, some people use the lifestyle to whore, you know, and some people use, you know, and you have some people that feel like it's all about them in the lifestyle, and you know, it's just different things about it. But I think that couple right there, I do follow them and they are wonderful. Like they live the perfect example of how the lifestyle is supposed to be lived. Like they do.
How do you explain that to your kids though? How do you
how they explained it to their kids? They just told their kids, and their kids were okay with it. They said, but you know, just me just researching it and being in like different groups and researching the things, it's like some people family don't accept it. Some people kids don't accept it. You know, it just all depends. It just all depends. I think more Black people family are more against it than other race families, or I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but it works for them. They great. Their kids love it. I mean, and their kids love Lacey, you know, so it works. It's Lacey, Kevin, and Jamie. That's their name.
This is the thing though. Why don't you see more of a woman having 2 husbands?
There are some out there. I can't think of her name. I couldn't find her because I was going to send it to you because I follow her too. But there are some out there, that women out there are living their lifestyle where they have 2 husbands. Yeah.
And are the husbands together as well? Are the husbands like, is everybody playing?
No. You have some like that, but you do have some. So it's different types. So you have some that's like that too, though, where you have some like that, but then this lady, no, she lived like her husbands are 2 different separate. She don't have any kids either, so that's why she's able to do that. It's kind of hard to me for like, say if we wanted 2 husbands, that'd be kind of hard because we got kids, you know. So It's like that's a lot of work for a woman, I feel. And
it's a lot of work in general for everybody. It's a lot of work in general. I flirt with my husband, like if we get a little side something, you know what I'm saying? There's a little side something. But I would be so like, it would be tedious, and I wouldn't be jealous. I would be territorial. There's a difference between jealous and territorial.
You deal with that. They talk about that. And because they be giving classes and all kind of stuff. They talk about jealousy is just jealousy. You're gonna have jealousy. You're gonna have it.
No, I'm not gonna ever be jealous. I'm gonna
deal with that.
You're going to have that, but you have to. But the way that he handles it where he doesn't, it's all about how the man handled the situation.
Absolutely.
If you see how he handles them and how he respects them, he treat them as equal. You know,
yes.
if I see this, may I say this? I think that construct, the polyamory, if I'm saying it right. Yeah, I said it right.
Yeah.
Okay, the polyamory. I think that works with a male-female construct. Because women choose the men think they choose the women, but women actually choose. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman is willing to, in that situation, as long as she's getting what she's required and what she wants in whatever shape or form, she's not disrespected, I think that goes. But in a gay situation, that shit's crazy. In a lesbian situation, that shit's nuts.
But you have them that live it though, Sir King, even in the gay community though. I mean, it's just not heterosexual. It's in the gay community too though.
Where they're sharing.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Miss 42? You were gonna say something earlier, but we had cut you off.
I think I was kind of piggybacking off of what Sunshine was saying. To me, I would consider something like that if I was, first of all, if I was a lot younger. It had to have been about 20 years ago, before kids. It would have had to have been. But I see with this couple that Sunshine has introduced us to, I see how that can be a good relationship. Like I can see the dynamic. The two girls have good hearts, and you can tell they're good, genuine people. So I don't think jealousy is in them to begin with. So that's number one. You got to have that type of heart or that type of personality where that doesn't bother you. Like the next person, just because somebody that you love is giving love to somebody else, it doesn't bother you. You have to be able to handle that. Number two, it is absolutely all on the man. The very first time that I saw this couple that Sunshine sent us, he was doing an interview and they were sitting on the couch, all three of them, and he was in the middle. And he had his arms in front of them, like a seatbelt, both of them. He had one arm in front of one and one in front. And it's that picture, that vision spoke volumes to me. It represented their relationship, the way that he protects them, the way that he handles them. Nobody had more of an arm than the other. And I can see the love. I can remember riding in the front seat with my mother, and she had to slam on her brakes, and she would throw her arm across my chest. A natural reflex, instead of grabbing the steering wheel with both hands, she was worried about her child because I meant everything to her. So she put her arm in front of me. And so when I saw him doing that, that's like a whole nother level. You know what I mean? People say they love you, but when they show you is how you know for sure that they do. And him doing that represented love, nothing but love and respect to me. And so if you got a man that's like him, it could be done. It could be done.
He tells you too. Like he tells you, he said you don't like one thing people, he said you don't talk. He said if me and Lacey into it, I don't go to Jamie talking about Lacey to Jamie. If me and Lacey into it, I don't go to wherever. He don't go to either one of them talking about the other one to each other, because he said that start conflict, and he doesn't make one feel like the other one more important than the other one either though. Like he said, I have a relationship with both of them. I have a separate relationship with them. No, they do not sleep together. All three of them do not sleep together. He has a separate relationship. Neither one of them are bi or anything like that. He has his own. He has a relationship with Lacey. He has a relationship with Jamie. They have their own separate relationship with him, and it works for them.
I like it. I like them.
It's how he treats them. I think, because if y'all see it, y'all be like, damn.
Well, y'all know what? You know how we were raised that the man was the head of the household. And I absolutely run my house like that. Fortunately, I happen to have a man that I'm willing to follow. He got a good head on his shoulder. So allowing him to lead is not hard to do. But you got a lot of men out here who want to be the head of the household and the protector and the provider, but they not really doing that. for me, situations like that, if you can't pay, you can't play. And when I say that, I don't mean it in like a sexist type way. I mean, if you can't afford to make sure both your wives are equal, if you can't afford to make sure, both of them are getting the same exact things or the same level of stuff, then you ain't got no business having more than one. And it just is what it is. You can't live outside your means.
It's just like if you can't afford to smoke weed, you can't buy no weed because you can't afford it.
You just can't buy it.
You can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for that analogy, but one thing I would say,
it's a good one.
as Miss 42 described him, embracing both of his women at the same time, giving them the same protection. It takes a lot to be with one person, male or woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. So for him to take that on and to make them both comfortable, that's admirable. You know what I'm saying? His lifestyle is foreign, but you know what I'm saying? I can say, it's like me being an administrative worker and seeing a construction worker. I know my job is hard, but that construction worker job is a lot harder than mine. That's an analogy, okay? So I'm not trying to get on two spouses because that's a lot harder. I can't imagine having two of my husbands. That shit would be horrible.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's not for everybody, but it can be done. I think, and to piggyback off Miss 42, it's just the man, the man leading it. The man's the head of the household.
And what's in the woman's heart? It gotta be. You gotta be able to handle that, and everybody is not. Like I not today. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
And then not only that, I would think that, okay, what do you do if somebody is like, okay, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this no more. It's either me or her. Like what do you do then? Or what do you do if somebody doesn't want to, like I said, they don't want to do this?
They had an episode about that. And he said basically if either one of them decide to leave, that's their choice. He can't stop them from leaving. He was like, because if they decide they don't want to do this anymore, he has to respect that. He will be hurt, but he has to respect that.
But I'm saying, what if one of them is like,
he said he wouldn't do it again. He said if you couldn't be with them two, he wouldn't do it.
See, that's why I like him, child.
Okay.
He is so he's really in love with both of them, and it just is what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, this isn't just him being in love
with two people like that though. Like
yes, you can.
The exact same love.
Well, maybe not the same exact, but you.
Do you love your kids the same? Well, if you got more than one kid, you don't love your kids the same. I have 3 kids. I don't love all 3 of them the same because they're not the same. They're not
the same person. It's a different kind of love.
Kids, that's different. That's your kids, though. I'm talking about your husband. That's a totally different kind of love right there. That's just different for me. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a selfish, stingy person. I'm an opinionated person. I speak my mind and all of this. So if I'm you supposed to have your ass over here Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, but you done decided that you're gonna spend this Friday over across street at her house, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
And that's another thing that he brought up. He's also said that whatever, they have days, and he said you are not whatever days. If it's Lacey days, Lacey get her days. And when it's Jamie days, Jamie get her. It's not.
Didn't somebody have a death in the family or something? And
Jamie gave up her days because Lacey had a death in the family. She told him, Kevin, to handle Lacey because she needs you more than I need you right now. Because
that's
she had lost
different
her
type
mother.
Of woman.
Right, but
that's a different type of woman.
Right.
Old school, like y'all be saying, I got old school.
Days, your days are your days. He said you don't never take your days and give to the other one because this right here. No, he said you keep them days because that's when conflict starts.
So he has 2 different households, right? They have their own living.
No.
They live in the same house, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it takes a special kind of woman to even be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They live in the same household. They have separate households.
No,
same house. But it's a big house. It's probably 8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms.
Well, I guess because I want to see what the hell is going on. The jealousy in me. I need to see what the hell is going on, doggone it. Like, I don't like y'all say, it ain't for everybody. I know me, I'm a jealous person. So I can see them. I can see you being in it for like I said, for generational wealth, for you to all, you all have your money, you put your money in one pot, you saving, you building, you growing. That I can get. It's for the relationship part and the sex come in that I'm kind of like, wait a minute, hold on, I got an issue. I got an issue with that. And like I said, it ain't for everybody because it ain't for Mo.
Some of us did it against our will before. You know what I mean? When our man was cheating on us, we were doing the same thing.
That's true, but then you go and you either go whoop his ass or you go whoop her ass, and then you remove yourself from the situation altogether. Y'all don't come back. And then
people living a life anyway, though. They living and they just don't know it, or they know it and they just don't accept it.
And they don't. You got some people who know it and don't care. They don't care that their husband got a whole family down the street and around the corner. I mean, yeah,
they doing it back in the day. It was a lot of old schools nowadays. Ain't got the same.
That's why you got some granddaddies who said they had 20 kids or something like that, because it's multiple. It's usually multiple women at
so
that
I brought
point.
up my uncle. My uncle he for the whole time. The rumor he was just a cheater. He ain't no good. But the whole time he had 2 women that he had 5 kids altogether. So it was 3 and 2. 2 different women, 2 different households, and he still lives that way right now.
And they know about each other.
Yeah, it's I think they're like 50 some odd years. It's been that since forever. Since I was little.
And Lacey, I mean, like Jamie family doesn't like it,
Right? Yeah,
she doesn't like
she
it.
She was actually married to him, though, wasn't she?
She is married to him, yeah.
And they had separated
for 5 years, and he was with Lacey. He had started dating Lacey and stuff. They have been separated for 5 years, and Jamie had already been thinking about getting into the poly life. And then Kevin and Lacey were already in a relationship, but he was just still married to Jamie. But they weren't together because they had been separated for 5 years. And basically, Kevin had brought it up to Lacey, and Lacey said the only way that she would do it if it was with Jamie.
Oh wow.
Yep.
But see, by that time, she probably knew the significance of Jamie in his life, being his wife. So maybe she can appreciate this particular woman before she accept another woman that he didn't know or just met, type of thing. So I guess I could dig it. I don't know.
Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna throw a dart at the dartboard right now. Okay. You know how they say like people are influencing with gay shit or whatever? And talking about are popular. Are they influencing y'all to be polyamorous, polygons and shit?
Listen, I will say, I mean, I guess the word poly now is like you said, it's been around before. It's for years, but now I feel like, and I could be totally wrong, now there's a word for it, and now it's out there now, and now it's not a trend, but it's like
a discussion, like homosexuality is a discussion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we got an extra check mark now. Something to put on there for your sexual preference now. It's not gay, straight up. It's poly now or whatnot. That's what I feel like. It's a panda
bear. It's a goddamn Pokemon.
Yep, it's not gonna work for everybody. I can see both sides. I'm not doing it. I wouldn't want to do. I don't even think. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. Back in the day, maybe. But I also appreciate their relationship. Like I can absolutely see why they are the way that they are and why it's working for them. And it wouldn't look the same over here or at your house, Momo. I know you be done cut my throat.
Everybody has been polyamorous because everybody's had a threesome, okay? So everybody's been polyamorous.
What now? No, I ain't get on that train. I think that train passed me by, baby.
Stop lying. Were you stop lying?
No, for real.
Everybody said,
You're lying.
What
You're
now?
lying. You're lying.
What now?
You're lying.
Yeah, that train
You're
passed my
lying.
ass on by. But then on the opposite end, you have polygamy, and then you got these shows like Escaping Polygamy and all of that was on A&E, where it's forced upon the lifestyle for people to be in and all that. And then you got these people that suffering from PTSD from it and all of that. Like, that's some cult type shit like that to me.
Yeah, they're not doing it right. They're really harming people doing it that way.
Too.
That's a cult. They got
Ain't no love in that. See,
it's the pure cult.
That's the difference between what Nature Boy is doing and what this guy is doing that Sunshine got us watching. There is no love in what Nature Boy is doing.
Yeah,
when I look at this other guy with Jamie and Lacey, I don't see nothing but love.
Yeah.
I don't see love when Nature Boy dealing with his women. He don't love them. Do y'all know?
People.
I saw a video on Nature Boy because the girl Malia that was in the hospital, he was laughing and singing a song because he said he rearranged her organs, is what he was saying.
Yep.
Yeah, and he turned it into a song and he thought it was funny. And then but wait, the other women with him were laughing and singing with him. So that's not the right way that's not how it's supposed to go. You are supposed to love and protect the woman. There is nothing funny about that he did to her that caused her to go to the hospital. So no, what he's doing is absolutely wrong. Of course you want to escape that. You want to escape, that's abuse.
At this point, I'm thinking it's a mental issue.
This guy's name with Lacey and
Kevin.
Yeah, he's a lover.
And Kevin used to be a preacher, but he got out of religion because, for his own reasons, but because he has an episode. He's on YouTube too, IG, Facebook, all that. But he has a story about why he got out of religion. Yep. But he still practice. So he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't believe in God. He just
okay. That's what I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say okay.
He just a spiritual thing, but like he said, basically he broke it down. It kind of makes sense.
He didn't want to be a hypocrite.
No, it didn't have nothing to do with his.
Or look bad.
It didn't have nothing to do with his lifestyle. No, it have nothing to do with his lifestyle. You have to watch his thing. I can't remember everything he said about it, but it kind of made sense though.
Y'all be dragging me into these things. It's like Days of Our Lives with my grandma. I'll be like, damn, I want to go follow this shit. Like,
I know.
What? Who is Kevin? Who is Demarion?
I know, it's a beautiful mess, and I want to watch that shit, damn it.
No, but that Nature Boy, he sounds like a cult leader. He is
a cult leader.
He sounds like he has mental issues. Like
he does.
He thinks he's the Messiah.
He was in the psych hospital.
The narcissist. Is that how you say it?
He thinks he's the Messiah. He thinks he's Jesus.
Yeah, he does.
So they can't press, like, these women can't go to the police about him or nothing.
Yeah, they have to want to. They
may have mental issues themselves too. They may have mental issues themselves. So you
got to have mental issues to let a nigga like that dictate your life.
He got men over there. He got men over there too.
And they say he having sex with the men. They say that he having sex with them young men over there too. Yeah.
I can't believe he got these people fooled. That he does not love them.
And wasn't we talking about the last girl that he left had multiple STDs in her?
That's Malia.
That's the one he was laughing about. He was laughing about that.
This is cult tendency.
That is horrible.
He was laughing and singing.
Someone please call 911. Kevin might have been shot down. Oh my God.
That was a good conversation. I enjoyed that.
Y'all, we don't have to get into that again because I got some more questions. They just left my mind that doggone quick. But still, I want to know some more about this doggone Nature Boy. I have my questions ready for another time on that. But I just feel like the women should be, or somebody, because he puts all of that on Bigo. At some point in time, can somebody record that and send that shit in to the police?
Well,
get arrested for that?
I believe he's under investigation. I do. I believe he is. But it's just anytime they get close to him, they run. They run.
Who, the girls run?
No, he takes the whole camp. The whole cult.
Yes. Remember they ran from Venezuela, then they went to Colorado, then they went to Atlanta, then they was like bouncing to and fro.
California,
they get money from somewhere to be able to travel with all them 12, 14
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I think they getting, and Bigo funding some stuff now because he got the girls be on their own channel too. So,
but he got people that be supporting him though. He has a big following.
Now listen, y'all. If they found all them STDs in her, then my guess would be that he got all them STDs too.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So soon he won't even be able to perform, especially since he doesn't believe in going to a doctor.
Yes, he
that shit gonna turn black and fall off.
When he had his teeth was hurting him, he went and he had an infection. He believes going for him, for him. But
for him.
Yeah,
I bet his dick.
And then he's and then he's passing it to the other women.
Yeah, and if the other women have boyfriends or husbands that are passing it on to him.
He passed it to the guys too because he has sex with them too. They say.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I would have thought he was having sex with the men just for how manly he puts himself off to be.
I don't think that
don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
I know it don't, but I'm just saying the persona that he puts off.
I don't think he wants anybody to believe that, but I definitely think that's what he's doing. But I don't think he would want it to get out. I don't think he wants anybody to know that.
He had sex with men before.
Did he?
Yeah, but in his past.
So he's just all over the place.
He used to be a prostitute or something like that.
He
was a male stripper. I do remember that.
He was a male stripper, and he was doing the last when Sunshine first brought him up, and I looked him up. He was doing what was it? It was like false exams with a doctor. It was like some pervert shit where they were like, you were naked with a doctor, like probing you with your. It was like completely perverted. It wasn't even sex, but it was like the doctor like.
It was on. It's on YouTube.
So
no, it can't be on YouTube because the nigga naked.
That would not be the type of man.
I gotta figure out why. So I seen it on YouTube. Where's a link
somewhere?
No,
it's explicit. No, he's butt ass naked. It's not. It can't be on YouTube.
I gotta find the link. I got the link. I'll send it to y'all.
He's disgusting, and so for him to claim to be in this type of relationship with these women, it's a joke. He's not. He don't care nothing about them. All of this is for self gratification, and that's his biggest mistake because he's supposed to be taking care of people, not harming them and causing them more.
Of Polly, he makes it look horrible.
Absolutely.
Yes, he does. I think he has some sort of complex again. One of those isms.
He's a narcissist.
Psychopathic. Right. He has one of those isms, and it's and I think he collects. You know how they say you attract the people that you are. And I think he's attracting people that are mentally,
he does. That's true.
From the world with their family, looking for love and stuff. And that's what cult people do. And that's exactly what he did. But I want to know how these motherfuckers is getting all this money to cities and shit because I can't even do that.
They did some of them. He has even when before Bigo, he was having people was cash apping him like crazy. He the women and the men, they bring all their life savings on there. Malia gave him $30,000.
Gosh, that
only for him to put her in the hospital.
Yep.
And you filled up with the holy herps and chirps now.
Bro, I'm about to go Auntie Cleo on all y'all. I'm about to quit the show. I'm about to be on there. Bon voyage. Listen here.
But you said you found the new hustle, huh?
Okay.
I can get away for 6 months for this and just clear out and cut the channel off.
I know I'm finna be. I'm probably gonna get on Bigo tonight and just be scrolling through and looking at some shit now. Cause girl, you done got me and piqued my curiosity now. Doggone it, that shit was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Did y'all have anything else that y'all needed to add to our topics for tonight, y'all? That's all I had.
You know, it was a great night.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it tonight. Y'all remember, if y'all need some advice, y'all need some relationship advice, y'all want to know how to deal with that bitch at work. That bitch at work is getting on your nerves. And you want to know how not
I'm
to
gonna
get
stop
fired.
mimicking you tonight, Auntie Momo, because we've been on the same. You owe me a Coca-Cola. You owe me a Pepsi. You owe me a Pepsi.
Y'all make sure to send us an email, RealQueensRealTalk@gmail.com. Any topics y'all want us to go over, y'all already know, send us an email. And until next time, y'all, we gonna see y'all next Sunday.
Yes, bye.
Good night, everybody. We love you. Good night, sisters.